Cool.
I thought it would have been funny if you came back and I was like, "We're live, pal." But yeah, no, it's nice to have a little countdown in being live.
Looking at it.
What up, everybody? How we doing? I'll wait probably to ask a lot of questions still. I can see that there's actually people in the chat. But I am here. It is myself, Blade, Daily. I'm joined
Hi.
by the one and only Professor Degree.
I brought a captain's hat.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Is that better? Is that
Hey.
Is that what makes it official?
We're getting down to business. We're getting down to
Mike Rotunda
business.
style, motherfucker.
I know who it is. I'm here to find out which ideas you're stealing from me this week. That was the hard way that we plagiarized from you, Zerby.
Wait, what? Oh, no.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that was Zerpy was like, no, there was some.
That was an extreme
like we didn't
coincidence.
plagiarize.
That was an extreme coincidence.
Hold on. I had a beverage and I set it down and I don't know where I put it. And if I don't find it, I'm gonna spill it. So
Good God.
just give me a
Good
minute.
God. Oh my God. This is what you tune in for, is two old men trying to find their beverages. That's right.
I found it. Okay.
Pippin in the house. There we go.
Because that's the new podcast. That's a different. We'll announce that again later on.
Yeah.
So let me get my notes out. And I did, as you asked me earlier, I watched most of it, like half of it last night, and then the first half I watched this morning. Except for the stuff that I missed. And I didn't see any of the pre-show.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But I didn't know if you always usually cover the pre-show or not. So
I'm going to cover it today because some stuff happened during it that I thought was worth talking about.
I saw how it ended.
Yeah, right. You did.
And I saw the fucking best spear in the goddamn professional wrestling industry. That kid is... Spears are like... Your spear is either going to look really, really good or it's just the fucking absolute shit.
Right.
I had shit to do, man. That's why I missed the pre-show. So yeah, your spear is either going to look like unbelievably good or it's just garbage. And that kid, he's like a child. He's like, I don't even think he's a teenager yet. And he's got a fucking, or maybe people just sell for him really well, but he's got a great spear.
Are you talking about the
boom kid?
AJ's kid?
Yeah.
The boom. Yeah, no, he's good.
We just got
I would say
that's
too. That spear that Clark Connors did to Darby Allin, where he speared him through the ropes. That was crazy.
Yeah, that
cool. Was crazy. I have to go back and watch the Big Boom AJ match. I mean, if you want to, I wouldn't say it was a huge deal, but your mileage may vary. Like I found the match to be enjoyable, but I will admit that a lot of the pre-show I had to watch on mute while I was on the phone with my father who called, and I wanted to make sure it wasn't too important. And then he got real chatty. Yeah. So, we already got some spiciness going on.
Yeah.
And
because I know Tino's got children as well and can't always,
I know Tino at least has child.
He has a child.
A single child. Yes. But a very young child.
Yeah, a little tiny baby. So he can't be expected to watch the pre-show all the time either. So
yes.
Is it 6:05? We don't go live till 6:05.
Yeah. Well, actually, we don't go live till 6:10. We just let the people gather, let them comment, commiserate,
coalesce
here.
If you will. Yeah, Wayne Brady was on too, right?
Wayne Brady was on. And, he was in that match.
Freddie Prinze, he was in the match.
He was. Yeah, he actually had a little spot in the match.
Oh shit. Okay.
It was pretty entertaining, to be honest with you. And they were clever about how they did it. I forgot that the Oscars were last night as well. I don't care about the Oscars at all. But
at all.
Yeah. Skewered Universe, yeah, you are not forgiven, not by everyone. But I do notice there is a little hypocrisy amongst the simps in how.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Is Degree only wearing? No, I have a. Oh, I am wearing something under my shirt. There.
Oh,
like that, right? Yeah.
Oh,
it's very close to my flesh color.
Yes. Pippin, you're right. I got a little nervous when I saw you in the chat. I got a little scared. So I had to pull my shit together. Just one kid is enough. You know what, Tino? I don't blame you. Degree, how many kids do you have? You have two?
Two.
Mm-hmm. Two children?
Yes. Two children, and one of them fixed my fucking ancient iPod, and now I can listen to all the music that I can't listen to anymore because I'm too old to know how this old iPod works. So,
yeah, if you guys want to know what we talk about right before we come on, we were
talking about old iPods.
Degree's child restoring an old iPod, and that it has every album he's ever owned, plus every album his friends ever owned.
Yep. And a couple of fucking shitty, this G.I. Joe podcast that I think is what broke it. There was like something corrupted on there or something. But anyway.
Absolutely. That
is what we talk about, not wrestling at all.
Yeah. We were only supposed to, oh, well, Pippin. Yeah, you got a bonus kiddo. Yeah, absolutely.
We were only supposed to have one. You got a bonus one? Oh, yeah.
Well,
we were only going to have one kid, but then I was talking to one of my sisters and I was like saying something like, oh, well, you know, mom is like such and such. And I didn't tell my sister what I was saying, but she knew exactly what I was saying. And it wasn't some like brother, sister, psychic connection. It was just like, you know, my fucking mom. And it occurred to us that our child is going to need someone to like bitch to, basically, like when they want to complain about us. So we had another kid.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's why we have two, is so that they don't have to be alone when they hate us.
Yeah. Yeah. You know? No, my brother and I used to bitch about my parents, you know, or talk about how like, just like, wow, that was really stupid when they did that.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a bad thing. It can be a good thing too, but just like who else, nobody else is going to understand your parents but you. So, you know.
That's true. Well, folks, before we get started here, we are going to be talking about something that wasn't polarizing in any manner whatsoever.
No.
Revolution 2026 occurred last night, as you all know. All I ask is that regardless of how you feel, and you're definitely going to disagree with someone in here, probably disagree with me, because I have some takes that maybe not everybody's going to fully appreciate, okay? Let's just try to keep it civil, okay? Like, whoever sent the cat poo in a sock to my doorstep, Degree, you have my address, by the way.
I think I did hear Pippin talking about that a couple weeks ago.
Now Pippin's your scapegoat.
I don't know anything about that. Yeah. No, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
My cats don't poop in socks.
Yeah.
They poop in shoes.
I'm not saying the cat pooped in the sock. I mean, like you would follow it around with a sock behind it. I'm just saying.
No, I would train my cats to do that.
You pick up the cat poop. You probably with your bare hands and then put it in the sock and mail it.
I don't fuck around with that kind of shit. I would absolutely train my cats to do that for you.
Yeah.
It would be like a homing pigeon.
We have a culprit. Oh, it's my simp. I don't want cat poop just going forward. Could you not? Simp. Okay. Thanks for the gift. I appreciate it. Okay.
He's a good guy.
Yeah. Pippin, I do have 3 cats to choose from. Pippin, you don't have my address, and I will make sure you never have it. Okay,
I'll get it for you.
No.
Hold on, let me just type it in the chat here.
Yeah. How am I ever going to have a live-in partner if you guys keep sending cat poop to the apartment? You know, you would deprive me my only chance of happiness.
The one from me wasn't cat poop.
That's true. I had to. That was a joke that was going to go too far. I'm not going to go there.
Too Fat to Cook is here.
Too Fat to Cook in the house. How am I awake? I'm not sure, friend. I know you got 2 or 3 hours of sleep. Yeah. What's up? What's up, everybody? We're having a good time. We're getting our jokes off. All right. Well,
Getting something off.
Hey!
Hey, you know what else I did this weekend? I listened to the Jerky Boys for the first time in probably 30 years.
How did that age?
What's that?
The Jerky Boys. How did that age?
Honestly, it's kind of tame compared to some things that you would hear nowadays. And then in other regards, it's horrifically offensive. In ways that I can't describe.
Yeah. No,
like I'm like, oh, this is quaint. This is like they don't even curse or nothing. And then they got into one about roofing, and it was fun. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, whoa, we're not going here. Yeah, these aren't funny jokes.
Anyway,
why do we ever think they were funny? I don't know. But watch ECW sometime. It'll remind you.
Horrible. That's
the 90s were basically a bad time.
Yeah.
Bad time. We got Cow Dog Games. Hey guys, how are you guys today? Adam the Cow Dog saying hello. Howl. Hey Blade, thank you for the Fuck Ice AEW video. Otherwise, I would never have been recommended your video. You know what? Cow Dog Games 6763. I'm happy you're here. Thank you. And Fuck Ice. And Degree, one more time, show the people.
Yeah, I got that shirt on. What?
Yeah. Abolish ice. That's right.
Abolish. It's a nice way
to
say it.
I mean, you can sell more shirts when you don't say the F word. But we say the F word.
I saw a guy at Walmart wearing a shirt that said "fuck off" yesterday. Like,
and you were like, yeah, and then you realize it just said "fuck off."
Yeah, it was just. I'm like, no, yeah, you can just wear whatever you want now. It doesn't matter anymore.
Degree, enough of your meandering. I'm gonna.
The world's a horrible place. Let's talk about the pre-show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's yet another very special edition of Sit Down, Shut Up, Mark Out. And I'm Blade Daily. It's a pro wrestling podcast about pro wrestling. And joining me maybe for the second, maybe third time on Sit Down, Shut Up, Mark Out proper.
Yeah.
Is my past and future podcast partner,
co-host, toast to the third coast, Professor Degree.
Okay. All right.
What?
Do
you want to say that?
Do this is why I was hesitant. This is why I was hesitant to have you back.
Because you wanted to introduce me yourself?
Just constant self-promotion. It's just,
I know.
You're always trading off my audience to promote your wares.
This is a wrestling podcast, so I'm just getting in on the grift, brother.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Go ahead.
What? I didn't have anything to say. I just already said my name.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, guys, I was telling some people I know last night, we got to get good at grifting. Like, we're not good at that. And grifting kind of really is going through a thing right now where it's kind of the main thing going on in the world.
It's kind of the driving force in this country.
Yeah.
Ergo, the world.
Right. And I just feel like if you want to grift, now's the time. And speaking of which, make sure you go to sickosclub.com/merch and buy some from the Sickos Club because, folks, there's some really, really good stuff in there made by great artists, okay, who actually make these things, not AI, okay? We make the shit, all right? And I talk about the shit, but if you haven't, it's a way you can directly support what we do here. I'm very excited to see y'all. Very excited to have some new people in the chat. We are talking about, again, the least controversial thing we possibly could, which was Revolution 2026. So, having said that, let's get into it, Degree. I watched this live. Degree, I think you had to watch it on a bit of a delay. Is that correct?
Yeah. I came in last night in the middle of Swerve and Brody and watched the rest. And then I watched the rest of it this morning. So it's a little bit fresh and a little not fresh. Go on.
A little fresh and a little
It's
not
a little bit more fresh. Some of it is exactly as fresh as it is for you. And then the first half of it is actually more fresh because I watched that today and not yesterday. And you watched it yesterday. Wow. So everything you say to me about the first half of the show is going to be much more fresh than the second half of the show. And then there were two matches in the middle that I didn't see at all.
Right.
So you're just going to have to talk about those.
You're like a Ziploc bag that couldn't protect all the freshness.
Something like that. Yeah.
Good God, what a weekend. Kayfabe K was originally going to join us. She was live at Revolution, but she has just no voice. She just can't speak. She's completely spent. She's going to join us at some time in the nearest future. She's also going to be in attendance at a Dynamite this week in Fresno. So perhaps, maybe next episode, maybe with the day in between to rest, she'll be able to join us, talk about the fallout on Dynamite. But holy fucking shit, Degree, there will be some fallout. My God. I've talked about it for weeks. AEW adding that never challenge for the men's world title stip to Hangman versus MJF was always going to generate a lot of sharp opinions. Okay. That's why they did it.
It got a few.
It got, I saw at least one.
There was like a couple people who were bothered by it.
Okay. There was a couple. Yes. And it generated some genuine interest and it's going to provide, you know, an outcome even more polarizing than the stipulation actually being announced. And it did. And it did. Whether it drew interest or whether it drew pay-per-view buys, I don't know yet. We don't know. But, you know, AEW's business has been on a steady incline throughout this year. And from everything I've heard anyway. And I don't really follow ratings or ticket sales or shit, but it seems like everything's kind of trending in the right, has been trending up. And I've seen a lot of people online saying, hey, I'm watching AEW for the first time. Super, super excited, whatever, you know, that kind of stuff. Yes. So I will freely admit, and we are not going to talk about this first thing for too long, but I will freely admit that I did not like that they announced this stipulation when it was announced. I was like, why are we doing this? Like, you never had to come back to this again.
Right.
And over the weeks, the chat, I'm blaming you in the chat. You guys slowly gaslit me into thinking that maybe this was all just kind of a front. By the time we did our prediction episode, the chat talked me out of thinking MJF was going to win this thing. Okay? Because logistically, when you look at it on paper, how could they go through with it, right? It made so much more sense not to go through with it. And really, I just thought it was a risky business idea. And that, you know, TK is not going to risk the dollar bill, y'all, to simply do something unexpected, right? So we already have some hot takes coming in. Pippin, it was a bad idea and they should feel bad. Bleary Line 7, I would go on a limb and say that MJF Hangman in a Texas death match for the world title was totally enough promotion for the match. Could be. Minor detail gaming Zerpy. Look, as we learned from Survivor Series Showdown 1991, after Macho Man lost a retirement match to Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 7, he can be reinstated, just not in time for Survivor Series. That is absolutely correct. Right. Cowdog Games 6763. It is only a verbal contract, not a written contract, so it is not legally binding. LOL. Tony Khan did say that.
He did
at the scrum. Those are his exact words. So, yeah, Tino is as surprised as we were. People had a problem with that. Yeah, we're gonna jump into all of that at the end. Okay, so I want you guys.
Yeah, because that's the main event, so we should hold off on that.
I want you guys to build up your animus and your rage.
I want them to get pissed at some other things that I'm going to say throughout the show. So then when they hear my thoughts on the Hangman situation, they can be like even more super duper mad at me. Actually, not. I have pretty middle of the road. I'm fine. I'm fine with it.
Yeah. And Skewered Universe said, I initially thought Hanger was going to win, but yesterday I woke up feeling that MJF was going to win to set up something.
I never thought Hangman was going to win because I never thought he was going to win. Because why would you introduce that stipulation if you're not going to use it? But we'll get to that at the end of the show. I have other reasons for why I don't think he was going to win, but I'll hold on to those.
Okay. Good news. The show was sold out. They sold the show to capacity. The show up and down match-wise looked must-see. And as usual, my predictions were completely wrong. Now, if you guys want to start placing prop bets, I'm going to tell you what you do. You listen to our predictions, and then you do the opposite of everything I tell you to do. You're going to make a lot more money than you're going to lose. Okay?
That's a fact.
However,
You're
I don't give a fuck.
wrong. Like,
I don't give a fuck, though. I don't expect to be right anymore. I say it all the time, most of the time. In 2024, when we started this podcast, Joshi G and I were arguing at the beginning that even though AEW was largely predictable, it didn't matter if the stories and the match outcomes were easy to guess because it was still very good.
It's
right?
the journey, not the destination, right?
Yeah. And now AEW has forced most of us all to just be marks. The show is called Sit Down, Shut Up, Mark Out because we all felt most podcasts were overly focused on finding holes in the storytelling, pointing out what's unrealistic, and making critiques that honestly seem outdated or immune to what AEW storytelling was trying to accomplish in the first place. And AEW, clearly being inspired by this podcast, took everything we were saying and forced me and all of you to be fucking marks because the outcomes are extremely hard to predict. But even when they throw you for a loop, they generally do have a direction planned out that ends up being satisfying.
I don't even try to make predictions because, and it's not a matter of, oh, he just swerves me every time, he tricks me every time, he fools me. His logic goes in directions that I'm not able to predict. Maybe I'm just not that smart. I don't know. But I don't even try. I'm just along for the ride with every fucking thing this show does because I can't predict it. I can't figure it out
now.
And that's great because I don't know. Everything was fun in this show. Everything was good.
I will say Revolution 2026 is going to be the litmus test by which all other storylines will be tested against. Like, it wasn't Revolution 2026 kind of crazy, it wasn't like, whether you think it's bad or good or whatever,
but it wasn't fucked up like Revolution.
But it wasn't that like crazy out there, Which
is like just a few months ago, we were like, hey man, Tony Khan could just come out and take a shit in the middle of the ring. And after he pulled the Death Riders out of his ass, I don't care what he does, man. I'm here. I'm cool. Right. It was like everybody thought the Death Riders was going to be the worst thing in the world. It turned out to be the best fucking thing in the world. And it was like, Tony can do no wrong. I don't care what Tony does. I'm fine. It's cool. It's cool. Whatever. It doesn't bother me. And then now it's like, I don't know. I think I might have to take a break from AEW. Tony kind of got going crazy with the booking here. This is weird. I don't know. Go on.
Yes. Now we're going to get into the 0 hour. So Degree, you were not able to watch this.
No.
I will fully acknowledge I got an important family call and watched most of the 0 hour without volume, but did see all the matches. My dad, Chatty Cathy, for seemingly no reason, doesn't usually call and talk my ear off for 45 minutes, but he decided to right at the beginning of the 0 hour. I thought there might be an emergency. No.
He would have never called me if he knew what day it was.
Exactly. I even said, I got a pay-per-view on, and he just kept talking. We also have to acknowledge that HBO Max royally fucked up by one. They didn't even air the 0 hour at all. And there was zero explanation until the last 5 minutes before the main card started. We had no idea what was going on. So I had to watch it on YouTube.
Wasn't this the one that was like the first time they're showing it on HBO Max?
Yeah. I mean, it was promoted that way. And it was just like, what is the deal? It was on YouTube. It seemed to be working everywhere else. So it's not an AEW thing. This is a WBD fuck up. But I got, the picture about 5 minutes before the show started on Max. I was watching it on YouTube, but this seemed to bleed into the pay-per-view for a number of people that I saw on Threads. And that can only be described as a massive, unforgivable fuck up by HBO. I don't see that they ever actually explained anything.
Right.
Like I said, I don't think it was an AEW issue because it was everywhere else. It was working fine. But to all of those of you who got fucked up, all of you should get refunded in your entirety and still get the show for free, I think. That's
Did they announce that?
No.
Or are you just saying that?
But I'm telling you guys to rail against HBO and demand that because you deserve that.
Yeah.
If this happened to you, I got a question. Will you continue to use HBO Max for pay-per-views, or are you going to find another provider? Were you able to get the feed before the show started? I'm genuinely curious. It's a colossal fuck up, and they deserve to be ripped a new one for it. You know what I mean? This is not a is not really like a forgivable thing. That even at a discount, that show costs $40 on HBO Max. You should not be paying.
Right. And they advertised that you were getting that.
Right.
I mean, they made if they had never said you were going to get that, okay, whatever, that's a different story. But they're telling you you're getting it, then you should get it.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely. Blurry Line 7. Ooh, Blade has family who love him. Just a few, not very many. It's.
I think his dad was just bored.
He might have been. He might have been. Blurry Line 7. I will say my AEW held up extremely well. Like there was one blip out, which Triller was like 4 blip outs. So
yeah, Triller was bad.
Blip out to blip out. It sounds like things worked out pretty well.
Yeah. That's the one I'm curious about.
Yeah.
That my AEW and how that goes down the line.
Too Fat to Cook. My picture was fine live. I'm glad to hear it, my friend. Mine as well. Even Triller TV was having issues after the AEW Women's World Championship match, but they were able to fix it quickly enough. Cowdog Games. Thank you. And Skewered Universe, if they advertise something and cannot come through, then they should be made to compensate anyone that purchased the pay-per-view. Totally agree. I'm not saying they won't. I'm not saying they haven't. I don't know what the deal is. But people who didn't get to see the entire pay-per-view live should be getting a refund at the very minimum. So let's talk about the first match. And I know this must have killed you to miss, because I know this was the match you said was probably going to have the best work rate of any. It was Boom and Doom versus the Infantry. That's Big Boom AJ and QT Marshall.
Was the Rizzler involved in this match?
The Rizzler was involved in this.
But what if and
yes, no, not only the Rizzler, Wayne Brady was involved.
Oh
in this
yeah.
match. So before the match, they interview Wayne Brady, and he looks kind of stoned and just kind of like, I'm happy to be here, and my favorites are like Swerve, and like I thought he was just kind of like put on the spot or something. Turns out not the case. In fact, Wayne Brady actually had a spot in this match. Lexi Nair interviewed Wayne Brady before the match. I haven't even thought about Wayne Brady in a long time. He is responsible for one of the greatest segments on the Chappelle Show back in the day. It was great to see him. And he's obviously clearly a huge fan. Okay. Yeah. I don't mind these Big Boom AJ matches because the crowd genuinely seems to love them. They put their all into promoting AEW. I mean, they're huge, you know, and they still seem somewhat relevant. They aren't like influencers that their time has come and gone. They still seem to have a big following.
Well, and the one dude was a wrestler prior to doing the Costco thing. So it's kind of like, I don't know. At least he can wrestle. I don't know. Or he has some wrestling knowledge. I don't know. It's fine. I have no problem with those guys. And I fucking like Costco too.
Yes. Yeah. I like Costco as well.
We just got one.
Zerpy says, put on the spot. What you think Wayne Brady can?
Apparently not.
Yeah. I mean, he did a good job working me, as Tino points out. Blurry Line 7 says Justice has a better spear than Copeland, and that's not even an exaggeration. Yeah, I agree. I think Copeland, since he had those neck surgeries, his spear really went downhill. Right. Probably should have just stopped doing it, to be honest with you.
And so maybe a 13-year-old shouldn't even start if the other dude ended up having neck surgeries. But hey, who am I to judge?
So big moment with Shane Taylor getting into it with Wayne Brady, and then he pulled Wayne Brady over the railing. Brady took a back bump. Shane pie faces the Rizzler to the ground.
God damn.
He pie faced a child. And I laughed on the phone with my dad, who was like, what's so funny? And I was like, never mind. You wouldn't.
Dad, you know who the Rizzler is?
Yeah, exactly. That was fucking hilarious.
What's awesome about that?
I laughed. Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, what's awesome about that moment too is these are your big, merchandising guys, your tie-in guys, your influencers, right? And they put them in there with Shane Taylor and the Infantry, who I'm a big fan of, and I want to see get pushed. So that's cool to me. If the guy that if your big advertising dude is mixing it up with the dude that I want to see pushed, that probably means that guy's getting a push. That's cool. You know?
Yeah. Well, and Carly Bravo at one point saw his girlfriend, that very tall woman. I can't remember her name at the moment. Saw her talking to I believe it was Big Boom AJ, and he ran out and like separated them. He's like, you don't look at him. You forget about him.
Right. That's awesome.
Hilarious stuff. I love Carly Bravo. He is very entertaining. That dude is very entertaining.
Yeah, I don't get to watch as much Ring of Honor as I'd like to, but those guys are always driving me to it. I think they're cool.
Boom and Doom get the win. Shockingly, they beat the Infantry. No surprises, but it was a fun enough match. I was sports entertained, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way whatsoever. Pippin, I want Shane Taylor on Dynamite. I totally agree. I want the whole group on Dynamite.
Yep.
They are really one of the MVP backbones of ROH.
Yeah, they are.
They'll do anything they're asked to do, and they'll do it well. And I mean, that's hard to quantify how valuable that actually is. Blair Line 7, it was a Rizzler. He was using his Riz. I mean, I think that's what he has the name for,
Yeah.
Skewered Universe, the Rizzler is like Andy Milanakis, looks like a child, but is an AARP member. Yeah, very possibly. And don't underestimate the Rizzler Desiac. The Rizzler Desiac. I don't even know what that means. It's terrifying sounding.
He's like those little kids in Akira. He's actually like really, really old, but he just looks young.
Yes.
Hideous. I don't know.
It felt to me like Blair Line might be implying that there was a sexiness to the Rizzler, which I'm not saying you were.
Sure, certainly there is.
Rizzler Desiac. So
the Rizzler is
he wasn't implying that. I added that too. Anyway.
He was absolutely implying that.
Okay.
What was the next match?
Shut up, Degree.
You got it.
We got
me for like 2 more hours.
We got Willow Nightingale versus Lena Cross.
And I actually wanted to watch this match too.
Very much worth checking out.
Yeah.
Fantastic match. I thought Lena Cross showed out big time. She's gotten a really incredible opportunity with unfortunately, I mean, this is how wrestling works. Is Penelope Ford is injured and they need somebody now.
Yep.
And so Lena Cross got to step up, and step up she did.
That seems to be the current.
Yeah.
I always talk exactly when I think you're going to pause, but then you're not pausing. And then I start.
The trick is I never pause.
It's amazing. So I just have to kind of like inject myself. It's the common theme in AEW right now is, hey, here's your shot. We've seen Kevin Knight. Okay, people seem to like you. We're going to give you a shot. And there's a few different people, and every single person that they put on a stage fucking shows up. And so I'm not surprised at all that Lena Cross showed up,
Yeah.
How she didn't win though, right?
No, she did not win. She was defeated after dominating Willow for the entire match. I mean, really kicking Willow's ass. Willow worked from underneath, and Lena just beat her ass. And Willow wins with a backslide. I haven't seen a backslide pin anyone in a long time. Like, wow.
Now since Ric Flair beat Kerry Von Erich at the Parade of Champions.
Yeah. Hey, 1984, right?
Right? Haven't needed a champion, baby.
Kerry Von Erich won the NWA World title via backslide. That is correct.
Right. So yeah, you don't really see that. But let me guess again. I didn't check any of the results, but I'm guessing that Lena Cross kind of fucked her up, and that influenced the match later on in the card.
Megan Bain also ran in after the match, and they just
maybe I can predict a few things once in a while.
Yeah. Well, this result I predicted and got correct. So I didn't get the first one correct because I forgot to include it in our preview episode. I didn't even know who they were wrestling. Cowdog Game says, I love how AEW is finally pushing their monsters to be destroyed by their heroes in AEW.
Yeah.
Skewered Universe, Lena Cross is doing what Swerve did. There's a spot that needs to be filled, and she stepped up. That's right. That's right. Really, and yeah, you could tell Willow was really fucked up after this match. That's exactly what I thought would happen. And that's what happened. And then we ended the 0 hour with the 21-man blackjack.
Yeah.
Royal. Now, there's battle royals. I remember Gallows and Anderson used to joke a lot about battle royals being just like punch, punch, kick. punch,
The
kick,
the,
kind of.
the Good Brothers trading elbows, I think they said.
Yes.
That was their line.
Because that was mostly what they did. That's mostly what they did in the in Battle Royals. You know, is you just see people kind of pinning each other into a corner and like pressing on them in the corner, but not trying to get them over the top rope.
A lot of resting in a battle royal. You know, there's a lot of just kind of standing.
Yeah. And AEW's battle royals are a fair amount different. You don't see a lot of just, you know, you see guys like laying on the floor, waiting, you know, leaving some space in the ring to do some shit. Blurry Line gets it exactly right. This was a reverse battle royal without being called one because there was a lot of floor stuff.
So, but with the casino, no, wait, hold on. So what was this was the blackjack.
Yes.
There's also a casino gauntlet. And then there's something else
there was a casino battle royal in the beginning where you would come out in
like by your suit or something.
By your suit.
It was like way too complicated.
It was too complicated. I never liked it.
But is the casino battle royal an over the top battle royal?
Yeah. And everybody just starts at the same time.
Okay.
So it was this ended up being a super fun match and it bled into the main card and it's the perfect kind of match to do that with. Some of the people that were in there, at least for a while, were Anthony Bowens, LFI, Hook, Shibata, El Clone, Juice, Ace Austin, Austin Gunn, Commander, Scorpio Sky. That was some of them.
I believe you.
Before the match and before this show even started, the night before, I had posted on Threads, Jack is going to win that national title. And it turns out I was correct. Degree. Turns out I was.
You were correct about something.
Yeah, it happens.
And that was a cool. And I liked the way it finished. I liked the little back and forth. Like they kept doing the teasing and the teasing. Yeah, I don't know. I like Jack Perry. I like it when they show Jack Perry's family because it's like, oh, that's where you get your hair from. Because his mom and his sister have the exact same hair as him. It's great. Anyway. I mean, who doesn't? I don't know. I have a special place in my heart for Jack Perry because I'm a certain age, and I remember when his dad was a star. So, you know, and he's fucking cool. So,
speaking of which, so Jack Perry eliminates Ricochet, but Jack Perry did the extreme Shawn Michaels tease where, like I've never seen somebody's feet that close to the floor without ever touching them. That was crazy.
It would have been perfectly. No, and it would have been acceptable to touch with one foot.
Right.
Just to get your balance. Because that was fucked up. I can't believe he managed to do that.
And then he pulled himself back up, too. I mean, that was crazy. And it comes down to him and Ricochet, which I was sure it would. And Jack Perry gets the Duke over Ricochet, gets him out of the ring. Jack Perry acts like he just won the world title. Like he's so excited. He goes out and celebrates with his family, and Ricochet loses his fucking mind. Holy shit. Ricochet lost his goddamn mind, threw a fucking fit at ringside, hitting the chair, hitting the steps with the steel chair.
Yeah.
Then today on Instagram, I see a backstage clip, and Ricochet is like furious and losing his fucking mind. It felt real.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of scary, honestly. Like even Toa Leona tries to like kind of like put his arms around him, like, okay, let's calm down. He's like, don't fucking touch me. Like he's like,
oh, he's bringing the golden scissors back.
Yeah, yes, this is scissors Ricochet. This is not simply Prickochet. This is
I'm fine with
Scissorshay.
I'm fine with that because underneath those kind of assholes, there's like a sinister, cruel person waiting to come back out, and I'm ready for it. That's fine.
Yeah, and like I said, the scapegoat bus is now the Jungle Express. That was dope. It was nice to see Luchasaurus driving it. That was cool.
Right.
And I really just I highly encourage you, if you go and you watch the scrum. For one, it was really short. It wasn't very long. But watch Jack Perry talk about what this meant to him, because it's the first time I can ever remember him talking about his dad. And that no matter what he does, no matter what he accomplishes, everything, the one person he would want to be there is never there. And he got kind of emotional, and I've never seen this side of Jack, but honestly, as somebody who has lost somebody incredibly close to me, not my father, but I super related. I teared up listening to him. Really, really cool. And then he talked about Luchasaurus and how Luchasaurus almost died last year, how that was devastating to him. And so, yeah, this meant a lot to Jack Perry, and it really, really, really showed.
Yeah,
it was cool
as shit.
The first match, proper match on this pay-per-view. They wanted to start us off slow, and then they failed. They failed.
We're just gonna ease everybody into it with the Young Bucks and FTR.
Yeah, and so you go from one hometown wrestler to two more, right? They did a pretty extensive video package, highlighting FTR and the Young Bucks. Troubles Wrestling said beautiful moment for Jungle Jack in his hometown. Absolutely. Yeah, I think so. I think that Jack absolutely deserved it. And the Bucks, they showed their entire family. They show what was done to Malachi Buck, before by FTR. And the Bucks come out in the Lakers gear, and then they bring out all the kids in their family.
Yeah.
And I jokingly said in our Discord, I was like, why are they with 1/8 of Mark Briscoe's kids? Like, that's crazy. But yes, it was a lot of kids.
Are those just their kids, or were there a couple like cousins and stuff?
There could be cousins.
I don't know, because there was a lot of kids. I loved it. So number one, I loved it just because it's fucking awesome, and it's wholesome, and it's adorable. But then there was the one kid, and like, who you could tell maybe it takes dance classes or like is in drama or something, because one of them had a little bit more sass than everybody else. And she was like kind of coming out in front and doing her little dance, and all the fucking money dropped. And it was like they were kids at a parade. They all just started picking up the money and gathering it. And it's like, dude, you guys probably have like cases of that at home. You don't need it. They were there to hand it out to the crowd, which was very nice. I love that kind of shit. Anytime a wrestler gives their mask to their kid, to another kid, anything, all of it. I'm a sucker for all of it. Especially as my kids get older,
Yes. And they were clearly having the time of their lives, and then I was like, thinking about making like, oh wow, the Bucks are resorting to using these kids as human shields. But, I thought better of it. And then I just made the joke here on the show. So I'm giving myself credit for not doing something I just did.
I mean, if they would have super kicked somebody, it'd have been all right. I wouldn't have argued.
That would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. This was an insane match to begin with. FTR comes out. So the Young Bucks come out in Lakers colors. FTR comes out in Celtics warm-up clothes. Like,
I got that joke.
Yeah. Unbelievable. I loved it. I loved it. It feels like these teams are more like personally connected to each other than they ever have been, because the give and take in this one was better than I've ever seen it with the Bucks and FTR. I am a fan of both these teams. They are the best tag teams of their era by far. And they were 2-2. Whoever wins this is going to have the career lead, right? To agree, this match. I mean, what without getting into tons of spots and stuff, what was your feeling about this?
I mean, I number one, I was kind of surprised by the outcome.
I was shocked.
Yeah, I did not think that that's where somebody just said something in the comments here about the Bucks feeling like they're on a retirement tour. And that's kind of what it feels like to me sometimes, where it's like, this is the big feel good thing. Yeah, I mean, as you said, there's just a back and forth with these guys. There's such a natural, they've done this match so many times, and that's not a negative comment. You can keep going back to this well as many times as you want. It never gets old. It's always original. There's always something creative. There's always something that they build on an older match. Yeah, it was cool, but kind of a shocker, I have to say. I mean, I guess initially, but then it wasn't.
Well, And I liked how they did all of it. So Nick Jackson gets busted open super hard way. Like, and they really gave Nick his own spotlight in this match. And in a way that I've never seen them do, which is like everybody's kind of getting Nick over like a little more in this match. Matt's laying out and letting Nick's just getting the fuck beat out of him. He's taking everybody's finisher and kicking out of everything.
It always feels like Matt always kind of gets people are always Matt. Oh, if somebody was going to have a solo career, it could be Matt. So it's kind of nice for Nick to get his flowers once in a while.
Nick is fucking great.
He's just as good as Matt.
He's just as good as Matt. They're very different in their styles too. And I like that. But he took the Shatter Machine and kicked out. He took the Spike Pile Driver and kicked out. He took the the EVP trigger and then kicked out at one like Kenny Omega did in a match with Hangman forever ago. So awesome. Dax Harwood, I believe, hardwayed himself on the ring posts and was bleeding like crazy. I say that because I didn't think there was enough time for him to blade. Like between the time I saw him hit the ring post and saw him again, and he's just gushing blood. It was like, no, I think he hardwayed himself. It looked pretty fucking brutal. He takes a bunch of Young Bucks finishers and kicks out of them. You know, it was very give and take between all the teams. Just awesome stuff. And FTR ends up hitting, after they convince you that it's the end, about 400 times, FTR hits an avalanche shatter machine.
Yeah.
On Nick and pins him. Clean.
Yeah.
Pins him.
Yeah. There was no like mega chicanery, no like, I don't know. He just pinned him. And then and I will say there is some wonderful news to come out of this match, which is like, praise the Lord, Stokely Hathaway is healed. Praise the Lord. He was miraculously healed. He stepped out of his wheelchair. Oh, that was great.
He's walking again.
He's
guys.
like looking at his legs, kind of like, what?
Whoa. Yeah, exactly. No, I love that. I love that. And then the moment that I think we all saw coming, the lights dim as FTR stands triumphant, and the Young Bucks just slide out of the ring. They're the hometown guys in the hometown sports teams stuff, and they just lost clean and rolled out of the ring. Yeah, they're very giving. I mean, since the beginning, I mean, and I don't know a whole heck of a lot about the Bucks prior to AEW. I mean, I knew who they were, obviously. I had seen matches, but as long as AEW has existed, the Bucks have been very giving. They're always willing to roll out of the spotlight and let somebody else take that shine. Whether even shit right in the back. I mean, we always go back to the beginning of Private Party winning in that initial tag team tournament. Yeah. But tonight they rolled out of the way and they let a couple other dudes take the spotlight. This was masterful storytelling. So the Young Bucks lose clean to FTR in their hometown. All right. The Young Bucks could be getting booed. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit could happen. And instead it's all like redirection, you know? So like the lights go down. Everybody knows he's coming out. You know, you're just waiting for it to happen. And then I love that video that played where it kind of gets to spelling the word revenge. Oh yeah. And then you get with
the
big signature R. Then Christian comes down. I love Cope's shirt. Yeah. That it said Copeland and Cage, and then it's Cage is X'd out on the bottom and put above Copeland. Yeah, that's great. That shirt in one shirt explains their entire dynamic. I love it. And it's just great. And I know Christian Cage has said it in interviews where he's just so happy to be getting kind of, I don't know if this is his retirement run, but it's nearing the end of his career, and he's just so pleased with the way it's going. And as a fan, so am I. It's great to see Edge and Christian had their own solo careers, but Edge and Christian as a team were so fucking funny, and they were so much fun. And so it's great to see, you know, Cope and Cage as a team. Yes. It's and they like not one over the other, just as a team. Yeah. Great. Well, Christian over Cage, obviously. Well, of course. But they run to the ring. They beat the shit out of FTR. FTR leaves. He like pepper sprayed them or something. Christian, pepper sprayed Cash. Yes, he did. And then Stokely is left standing alone in the ring with these two. And they hit him with a spear, not as good as Big Justice's spear, but still. And then Stokely rolls out, and the Bucks roll in. Cope and Christian pick up the tag titles, and the Bucks are standing directly behind them. And this seems like it's laying it all out for you.
Mm-hmm.
I know people have said they are tired of the tag division revolving around FTR and the Bucks. And believe me, I actually understand. As big a fan as I am of these teams, I understand.
I get it.
But they almost directly to me are saying Cope and Christian are going to win these tag titles from FTR.
Uh-huh.
And then they're going to fight the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Period.
Which is I like that ending better than what this would have been.
If your dream matches, you're going to get your dream matches. Your tag team dream matches are going to happen. And while you have these three teams battling each other, they can then put over everybody else too.
Yep.
And I think there is a lot of intentionality that's going into this.
Well, and that's the thing, is they've done so much work building their tag team division over the past few months. And it's like, you don't just have FTR or the Bucks. I mean, you've got a lot of top teams, a lot of older top teams that can put over these young teams. I can't wait. I'm excited for the next year or so.
Yeah, me too.
In the tag division, it's going to be a blast.
Me too. Hell of a way to kick off the show. Jesus Christ. I mean, just a gigantic fucking moment. Gigantic. And then we get the next match. And there was a gigantic moment that kept momenting for the rest of the night. If you were on social media, Toni Storm wrestled Marina Shafir.
Yeah.
Now, I had called the Bucks winning. They lost. I said Marina Shafir could kill Toni Storm. Maybe like just destroy her, right? And Toni could handle it. Like her character could handle it.
I was thinking the same thing.
That's not what happened. This was a good match, a really solid match. Good work by both. Marina really kicked Toni hard a few times. Toni was getting her ass handed to her for most of the match. You were going to say?
Just Marina just kicks the shit out of everybody. She's such a joy to watch because she just hits so fucking hard. I mean, their little ring around the rosy dance that they do at the beginning, or when they're doing push-ups at the beginning, before they come out. And everybody says this all the time, but Marina's the scariest member of the Death Riders. She's the toughest. She's like, you feel like she's the one that's chewing them out when they get pinned, when they get beat, whatever, like she's just fucking badass.
Yeah. And they proceed to have a great match. And really, Toni's getting eviscerated for most of it. And she manages to hit Marina with a couple hip attacks.
Dude, and then Marina's like, bring it on. Hit me with another.
And then she hits her with the Storm Zero and can't pin her.
Yeah.
Okay, Toni wins by biting her tit and then rolling her up in the big package for the win.
Yeah.
Okay? So
that's what she has to resort to.
It really didn't hurt Marina to lose the way they did it. You know, it was funny. There's all the Toni schmaltz in there.
Yep, and it was an unorthodox sort of win. So, like you said, it doesn't.
Yeah,
doesn't.
Toni, basically cheated. To beat her.
I mean, effectively, yes. Yeah.
So then Toni walks back up the ramp and she gets on the top of the ramp and she's doing that backward swimming thing that she does. Total callback to the Hollywood ending because she did the same thing. And that is the exact spot where she did it last. And then Ronda Rousey shows up in the ring.
Yep.
And points directly at Toni. There's no music.
Right.
The crowd's just kind of gasping, like, who the fuck is, oh my God, that's Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Right? The whole thing gets made by the way Toni takes notice, sits up, and then puts that evil smile on her face, and then walks down to the ring and is like, let's do this right now, bitch.
Yep.
And then tons of security gets in the ring. Okay.
Which I love because that adds, it makes it, it's like, she's not even supposed to be here. What's going on?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And then basically Marina gets like a cheap shot in on Toni while she's being held back by security. And Ronda leaves with the Death Riders.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself in the moment, that's really cool because this is a huge moment for Toni Storm and for Marina, theoretically. But that is not what social media thought. That is not what social media thought. Now, look, I'm going to be real clear about something. I am not blaming you if you hated this, okay? I am not going to diminish how anybody may feel about Ronda Rousey being in AEW or with AEW for a brief time. I thought it was kind of telling that she showed up and they immediately said, she's got to fight May 16th. I mean, it really set it up to sound like a very short-term commitment. I don't think she wants to wrestle full-time. But here's what I'm going to say. I've watched this shit for a long time, okay? Wrestlers are a terrible beacon for morality, okay? Like, they're just not the people I go to. So I was excited for Toni Storm and Marina to be able to tie it up, and get a bunch of attention on themselves. Okay. That's what I'm excited for. And I still am. But if you're not, I understand. I don't want to demean how you feel in any way. I know that Ronda has said terrible shit, quite honestly, that I don't agree with in any way whatsoever. I think it is terrible shit. Unfortunately, athletes are very weird people, and a lot of them say really terrible shit. They are good at a very specific thing, but they live in a bubble, and they're not the most developed minds in the world. And so for me personally, that's kind of where I leave it with wrestlers and athletes for the most part, is because you're only going to be disappointed the further you look into almost any of them. Degree, you're not saying anything. It's making me nervous.
No, I'm just agreeing with you, which is partly I'm agreeing with you, and then I'm also speechless because I'm so shocked that I'm agreeing with you about anything. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know that, I don't know how much we want to get into this tonight. I know that Ronda Rousey has apologized for the Sandy Hook statements. And I've read what her apology, and it strikes me as sincere, or at the very least, it strikes me as not being if she got somebody to write it for her, which I'm sure she did, they did a good job, I guess.
I don't think that statement about Sandy Hook that she released, any publicist would let you release, because it was actually.
It seems. It's been a while, but it seemed like she actually was like, I took the time to think about this and I was wrong.
Yeah. And she said, if you hate me, if you want to cancel me, blah, 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 I deserve it.
And those are the things that I tend to look for when celebrities give apologies. Hey, okay, well, it actually sounds like you mean that. She's made some pretty transphobic comments. That's what I understand the rest of it is. I don't know a lot about that. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck her. If that's the case.
Fuck that.
And then
I'm not Ronda Rousey's friend.
I don't. If they're platforming, it's not like they're like putting Ronda Rousey out and saying like she's our spokesperson or something. Right. You know what I mean? It's like, look, we paid her to come and work this job. So I don't know. Yeah, if you hate it and it pisses you off to the point that you don't want to watch, you're right. I'm not going to argue with that. Like that's
100%. Like if this causes you not to want to watch AEW, I understand.
Yeah.
It's if that's where you're at, I respect that. Tino Ibarra said, "Why would anyone have a problem with Ronda Rousey? It's not like she said anything super problematic or anything."
Right.
Yeah. And I saw a story from like 2016 where she really disputed what she had said about the trans athletes and stuff. I'm not completely up to date about absolutely everything Ronda Rousey's ever said. She's obviously an imbecile. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I don't value her opinion about these matters. They have nothing to do with shaping my opinion about these matters.
Right.
Trans rights are human rights. That's the bottom line for
me.
But yeah, no, it generated a lot of discussion.
And that's fine. It should generate discussion. And we should all discuss these things nicely.
Yeah. And Skewered Universe podcast says, I think what was cool was Toni immediately strutting back to the ring with no fear and looking to fight some more. Agreed. Agreed. Troubles Wrestling says athletes rarely are Rhodes Scholars, and that is absolutely true. Blurry Line 7, here's the thing. If she's working with AEW, she knows which company she's working for. She knows fans will not tolerate that shit. Yeah, I agree. And then brings up a point. So Sean Ross Sapp posted about this, and this is just the entertainment business. Blurry Line 7 makes the fair point, but also Trey Miguel is banned from AEW. Now, there's one obvious difference between these two people. The general public knows who Ronda Rousey is. They have no fucking idea who Trey Miguel is.
Right.
There's nothing fair about the entertainment industry. I'm not saying it's right. It's just the way it is. Ronda Rousey, they think will move some numbers. Trey Miguel, they clearly didn't think would, right? So the other part of that is that Trey Miguel didn't just say some homophobic shit. He said some anti-Semitic stuff. He said some racist stuff. It was a lot more than just one comment. So is Ronda Rousey. So I'm not defending her. I'm not defending WBD. I'm not defending Trey Miguel. I'm not their advocate, right? I'm just saying, for me, realizing that Ronda Rousey still has a little bit of star power to donate, she's giving it to Toni Storm and her friend Marina Shafir, both of whom I have a very high opinion of, and I'm excited for them. So to me, it was largely a positive thing. Blurry Line says Trey apologized within 1 week of what he said. Ronda took 11 years and hid it behind the paywall of her book. Fair. That's fair.
I don't know anything about the Trey Miguel stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's the dude that was in the Rascals or something, right?
Yeah, he was originally.
Who's the one that took the picture with the mustache?
That's Zach Wentz.
Okay, and he's still in, right?
He's the white guy with the blonde streak in his hair. Yeah, and MJF spoke up for him.
I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah. So yeah, no, and Pippin, says I don't go to wrestlers for morality, but AEW wants to sell themselves as an alternative. We don't need people who are as loud about being awful. Agreed. I mean, I do agree with that.
Yeah.
But there's always a line and a limit when it comes to money, unfortunately. And it's not surprising that they would do something like this. To me.
No, it's not at all.
But I hear you guys, and everyone, has presented a valid, argument against anything I'm saying. It's just a matter of how you feel about it or how much it's going to bother you. For me, I respect you all. So, all right. So, John,
I respect
Moxley,
you all, except you.
Yeah, don't respect me, but you respect everyone else.
Yes. And that's what I was trying to say about the, I'm shocked that I'm agreeing with you. It's not that I'm shocked I was agreeing with your statement. It's just you in general.
Yeah.
It's just you.
Mm-hmm. So Lucky Mama 2 times said, "What's up, Blade? What's up, Cadillac? Amazing show. Questionable booking, but still a great show." Well, we're going to get into all that later.
We're getting into the questionable booking, but we're also getting into the matches that I didn't get to watch, which I'm pissed about, because the next one, there wasn't anything in between, was there? It just went straight into Mox versus Takeshita, right?
Mox's music literally hits as Ronda's leaving. So Ronda's jumping over the barrier and Moxley's coming out.
And then
it was cool the way they did the transition.
The match starts. I watched about half of it. It starts off a little slower than I thought it would. They start getting into it. Because it's fucking Mox and Takeshita. And then for reasons that I cannot get into right now, I was unable to watch the rest of that match.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
let's just say, hold on. Before we move into this next match, I want to read what Blurry Line said, because it's something worth considering. Up captain degree. You're back in captain.
Well, that's why I was trying to hint that I was pirating it, and that's why I was a captain. See, it's media literacy, Blade.
Yes, I like it. Blurry Line 7 said, she said worse than Jay Briscoe and took longer to apologize. She said worse than Trey Miguel and took longer to apologize. Why is she allowed and they aren't? This is the
because she makes a reality. Shit ton of money.
She makes a bunch of money. She made UFC a bunch of money. She made WWE a bunch of money.
Mm-hmm.
They see money in her. That's why. Yep. Unfortunately, that's why. Jay Briscoe had never had a national platform.
Right.
Trey Miguel has debatably never really had a national platform, depending on how much you put, depending on how much faith you put into TNA as a national force.
I was going to say, were they in NXT at some point?
They were.
Wasn't that where the Rascals first kind of like?
They went to NXT first. So Zach
NXT.
Wentz got fired when the
Right.
picture of him wearing Hitler costume came out. MJF
Was it a
stood
whole
up for
costume?
him very publicly.
I thought he just had a mustache and like a.
He had the Hitler mustache. It was something like that.
I got. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I got the impression that was like something that he did one afternoon for like 5 seconds, and then somebody got a hold of it, and it was like, fuck. But I might be wrong. I don't know that for a fact.
Okay, only Zach Wentz and Desmond were in NXT. Fair. Thank you, Player Line. All right, so fuck you, mama, 2 times. The first questionable booking, TK is going to pay for his crimes against our Cinnabon boy. So yeah, I'm with you in the sense that I wanted Konosuke Takeshita to win this match. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I have a few points to make about it because I have one that might really rub people the wrong way. So prepare to possibly judge or be annoyed by me again. So
I'm already there with one of those.
How did you start there?
How does the match end?
So they have this fucking great match. We knew it was going to be a great match. Yeah. They worked the beginning very slow. You knew it was going to go some distance. It went about 25 minutes. They're hitting each other with everything. Takeshita literally kicks out of a Death Rider DDT. Then he kicks out of an avalanche Death Rider DDT from the top rope. Okay. So they're like, this guy's fucking unstoppable, right? But he's been selling his knee this entire match, and his knee's kind of been given out, and he gets locked in a choke, and he just can't get out of it. Moxley literally puts his leg over his arm and pins his arms behind him. And I will say, Talk's sell of passing out is god tier. Like, it's so convincing. I was actually like, is he really in a choke right now? Like, you need to let this man go. And he passes out, and the match is called.
Okay.
And that's how Moxley wins. I didn't have a problem with it. And the reason why is because I thought it set up everything you need to know for how this whole next chapter with Talk is going to go.
With the Don Callis family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takeshita's been in the process of turning babyface. I'm going to say too long. Okay. This started back in September. You know what I mean? Like, this started a long time ago.
It's been a while.
We are in mid-March.
Yeah.
You know? So this has been going on a long time.
It's fine though. I'm not like,
it's okay.
It's not bothering me yet. You know, like, I'm not.
Well, I thought Tony Storm and Shafir had been like kind of alluded to for a long time.
For quite a while.
Turns out we hadn't even seen the beginning of the feud till last night. You know? So Mox kicked out of the Raging Fire, which nobody's kicked out of before. So that was pretty insane. I wanted the Alpha to win, but they've set him up. This made him. I mean, he looked unbelievable in this match. He's bleeding. Dude, the emotion.
That's just so fucking good.
He's so fucking great. My God. And so Moxley tries to shake his hand, and he goes like, fuck you, and he goes to walk away. But then he stops and he turns around and he shakes his hand. That right there is the beginning of the end. Okay. That right there is the beginning of the end.
Well, was it? Was it on Dynamite or Collision when like the Don Callis family wanted to beat the shit out of Mox?
Right.
He's like, no. Like, I want him. He wanted him 100%, or at least, not mess with that bad. Yeah, he's got a code of honor, man.
He does. And so
does John Moxley.
Yes. Justice Kurt Jangle says here, it was a fantastic match either way, regardless of the outcome. Unbelievable match.
No doubt.
As you would have expected. Okay. But yes. So ultimately, Takeshita and Okada are really the ones that are lining up to have something going on here. Takeshita walks back up the ramp. Okay. Moxley's celebrating like a baby face in the ring. And then a video plays. The lights go out, video plays. And the first thought I had is, hey, they're in Jack Perry's lab. Where he like resuscitated Luchasaurus. Yeah. And so they're in some kind of lab. Okay, this is this big dramatic production, and they show somebody underwater with tubes running all over them. It's Will Ospreay.
It's like a fucking Bacta tank.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's badass.
It was so dope. It was so dope. And the video plays, lights come back on, and Ospreay's like basically like, I'm back, right? And Moxley's like,
So
whatever.
cool.
That's stupid. That's dumb. And he's like about to leave, and then Ospreay's music hits. Ospreay comes out and just takes apart the entire Death Riders. He hits Mox with a hidden blade immediately. He's throwing hidden blades around like they're fucking like on clearance. You know what I mean? Like Wheeler Yuta gets the fucking living shit knocked out of him. And then Ospreay does a flippy do from the top rope to the outside and almost hits his fucking head on the goddamn apron, which was like, no,
right?
But
don't end it now.
Yeah, exactly. But
so I mean, is he back at like looking like
he's
full
cleared?
Force?
He's cleared,
and
he's coming after Moxley because the Death Riders are the ones who took him out. Remember?
Yeah.
So
and that's interesting because the Death Riders are kind of maybe almost not quite good guys, but not quite bad guys. So that's interesting.
Okay. So now we're getting into the good shit because I'm going to say two things that people may disagree with. I have hated the face turn of the Death Riders because they have not atoned for their sins at all. They're literally retired, maybe the greatest wrestler of all time. Okay.
They tried to murder him.
Suffocating him.
Yeah.
With a bag. Okay. Corrupting poor Wheeler.
They tried to blind Orange Cassidy.
They tried to blind Orange Cassidy. I mean,
or did they just pour it down his throat? The
Yeah, they did that.
Either way, that's also murder. So
very, very bad. Very bad. They put bags over other people's heads. I mean, it's been a bad thing that they've been doing for a long time.
Screwdrivers, a lot of things like that, a lot of violent, a lot of tools.
And the only real price that Moxley ever paid was that he lost the title. You know what I mean?
And half of his
tooth. He lost some matches and he got his tooth dented. Okay,
yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
There was no comeuppance.
Yes. Too Fat to Cook says Will is a fucking nerd. That is true, but
he is. That's why I love him.
He's fantastic, though. He's fantastic, and his hair looks incredible.
Yeah, how does his hair look? What kind of hair did he have?
I just said it looks incredible. Okay, like somebody has figured out how to do his hair.
Remember when he was like trying on like a few different haircuts?
Yeah,
and it never looked. So is he like doing like the broccoli kind of thing? Is it like parted?
No,
like...
there's no. It's not curly. It's just a really well put together coif.
I have to look this up.
And then he's got like his tattoos, like he's got even more tattoos, but he's like leaner, but more muscular somehow.
Okay. I'm looking at photos right now.
But yeah, Blurry Line brings up Ospreay said he's been cleared.
His hair does look good.
February 25th.
Shit.
Yeah.
He's got like a full sleeve now and shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. I
Skewered Universe. Yes. It was the Sky Twister that he almost hit his fucking head. But yeah. So Blurry Line points out that, but Mox is like cool though. And his whittly guitar entrance is cool. Very true. Very true.
I don't like the Death Riders theme song, man. Or at least his theme. I don't like his version. I like all the other versions. Mox's is my least favorite though. Sorry.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah. I think Claudio's is the best.
Claudio's is great.
Daniel Garcia's a lot too.
Mox's
is just like, if you were making a guy in a video game and you went with Heavy Metal 2, that's what it would be. You know, or maybe 3. I don't know. Anyway.
So, yeah.
My opinion.
Yes.
Sorry. That's controversial. No. I know.
Oh, how dare you? How dare you? You imbecile. But yeah, Zerpy says, he was almost looking like junior heavyweight Ospreay again. Yes, but bigger and more muscular than lightweight Will Ospreay. And he doesn't do the annoying screams that he used to do when he was lightweight Ospreay. You know how Fletcher sometimes screams and it's like this high-pitched like wail?
It's one of my favorite things about Fletcher.
But Fletcher does it only a few times a match.
Right.
Ospreay did it constantly. It was too much.
And it's a difference when you're a heel or a face doing it. But
yes.
Anyway, that's fantastic.
So Will Ospreay's back. I feel a little bit of John Moxley fatigue right now. Not because I don't like John Moxley. That's not at all the case. And he's arguably their biggest star. When you get outside of the internet, he might be their biggest star. He's more well known than Kenny Omega. I'm sure of that. Okay. He's more well known than Swerve. He's more well known than Hangman. Right. On the male side, Moxley is debatably their biggest star. But he has been booked at or near the top for a really long time.
Yes.
And I liked the little thing where he was like losing a lot, you know. I didn't love him winning the Continental title, but he's done a good job. I'm not saying he hasn't done a good job, but man, I could use a month off. That's all I'm saying. Like a month off.
Fine.
Give him a month
That's
off.
Fair. I think Mox is one of those guys that you do kind of get. I had a lot of John Moxley fatigue for a long time. I find myself reinvigorated by the Continental Classic version of John Moxley, but yeah, he's a guy that just needs to take it. He hasn't had any time off in a really long time, and it's fine. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. It's okay. I'm digging him. I don't know.
People are not agreeing with your musical taste here.
No, they don't think that the New Japan version of the Death Rider theme is superior to I believe you.
Aren't they the same? I thought they were the same.
I love the Death Riders theme. It was I also believe you.
Kurt Jangle apparently agrees with you. Ka-ass theme.
Yeah.
I do not really like Daniel Garcia's theme song in the Death Riders. I like it. It could be developed more. It just kind of stays in one place and never goes anywhere. I like about the Death Riders,
80s Heart better than 70s Heart.
Get the fuck out of here. What?
Yeah. Sorry. I like a lot better. Yeah. I know disrespect to 70s Heart. It's fucking awesome. It rocks. It's badass. I prefer the power ballads and mega hairspray of 80s Heart.
Oh my God.
Doesn't mean I like 80s music better, just specifically Heart. Sorry.
What about All I Want to Do Is Make Love to You?
Fuck, that is I hate that song so much. That is 90s Heart. And
it's 1990 though.
That is one of the only song that I hate that more than I hate Life is a Highway, which is probably
I hate that song.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That guy is coming here to play some, at the casino or something.
Yeah, well, as long as he doesn't play that song,
of course awesome. He's gonna play that song. It's his only hit. Jesus.
Yeah, no, all I want to do is make love to you. I don't even like Paranoid by Black Sabbath is easily my least favorite Sabbath song because I don't like when it's like you know what I mean? Like rhyme. I don't like that kind of I don't know.
Oh
you're a musician. Tell me what I'm talking about.
I can totally meant for
Don Henley. Yeah, even Don Henley didn't want it because he knew it was the last worthless evening. He said, "I'm done with this bullshit."
Dude, okay.
Confession.
So I love the Eagles, and I love Don Henley. All right.
I got no beef with fucking that midlife crisis version of Don Henley. Forgiveness.
Dude, that's a good ass song. Like you left me, and it destroyed me. But now I've realized I had some growth to do
because I'm like 50. Yeah, I put in the work.
Finally, forgive me. Dude, that's good.
Put up that Kurt Jangle quote about 80s doo-wop Billy Joel. Okay, so here's the thing, Kurt. Kurt Jangle, if that is your real name. I'm leaving Michigan to move to Illinois. A group of my friends get together and we decide that we're going to karaoke Billy Joel for the longest time. None of us can sing. Horrible singers, but we're all doing that song and we're doing it a cappella, and for like 5 seconds I swear to you we were all in perfect fucking harmony, and like everybody looked at each other like, oh my God, do you hear this? And then it just really quickly went back to that. Yes, I do like 80s doo-wop Billy Joel, and no, I don't like the fucking that We Didn't Set the Fire is a horrible song, but everything
that's a terrible song.
That,
it's a really bad song
because I don't like those sing-songy rhyme, like that rhyming pattern, whatever that's called.
I like Allentown. That's my
love favorite. Allentown.
Allentown's a great fucking song, man. Look at all of us. All of us are fucking dads, even if we don't have any kids.
Yeah,
Joe, the Bleary Line is like 26 years old, and Dirty Laundry is a goated song. Yes,
yeah, Dirty Laundry is fucking good, dude. Yeah.
Skewered Universe says I pictured Degree as a Touch Myself by the Divinals.
I'm not opposed to it. I'm more of a Roxette fan, if we're being honest.
That song, when I was a kid, I was like, is she
I Touch Myself?
Yeah.
It's dirty.
When I think about you, I touch myself.
I remember that song.
They played that on a Nickelodeon kids video show.
It's on like Kids Bop
what?
and shit.
What?
Yeah. The 90s were a different time. Nobody is besmirching 80s Billy Joel, Zerby. I don't even know what you're talking about, except for We Didn't Start the Fire, which is 90s.
Yeah. It might be 89 or 90.
It might be, but Vienna is really good. Yeah.
Vienna is, dude, The Stranger. I got that on vinyl for my birthday.
Yeah. I even like that one song that's basically the fishing version of Allentown. It's like the Downeaster Alexa. And it's like the same basic song as Allentown, but it's on a fishing boat. Yeah, that's a good song.
He had a lot of weird shit too, like that song Big Shot or Pressure. That is a weird song.
Weird song. One of my very favorites. Yeah.
It's like got this like weird, almost like
it's
heavy metal aspect to it.
And
for like a minute and a half. And then it gets super Italian. It's like
Pressure. That's a really good song to karaoke.
Thank God you guys didn't pay us for this.
Yes.
Thank God.
So we were talking about a revolution, and there's gonna be a revolution.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We'll get Joe Walsh on another podcast.
Yeah, Joe Walsh. We're gonna have to start a new podcast. Like this is crazy.
Yes.
Movie
soundtracks. So Mox versus Takeshita was no doubt good. Then was there anything between that and the next match?
No. And I mean, pretty much this show is just like, that's over. Next match.
I totally did not see the women's tag match at all, but it did go as I think we both predicted.
It did. Divine Dominion. Divine Dominion.
Is that what they're called?
Is the name of Megan Bain and Lena Cross.
That's a pretty cool name. It also sounds like it could be like a pyramid scheme or something. I don't know. The Dad Rock Pod.
Yep. It does. Like a pyramid scheme. Yeah. Like get your friend to sell this and you can start moving up the chain.
Here's the thing. It is very unfortunate because I'm a fan of Penelope Ford.
I love Penelope.
We've talked that both of us kind of wonder if maybe they were supposed to win the tournament in the first place, but she got injured. They come back, and I don't know, I kind of think it's a possibility. They come back, she gets injured again. It sucks, but they got to go forward with this storyline. So now these two win the belts, right? But I will say, it's as much as it sucks, I hope that it ends up with like a Penelope Ford face turn, maybe, and this maybe they kick the shit out of her. And what are you chuckling about over here?
We got a lot of comments about the Dad Rock shit.
Oh my God!
Yeah, start a Dad Rock pod. We got to do a Dad Rock.
Yeah, we do.
One day we'll have all right. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so maybe Penelope Ford comes back and she's a sympathetic babyface. I hope that can work out because these two ladies are fucking awesome, and I think I'm so glad they won the belts because they're cool.
They fucking rule. They remind me of the Skyscrapers massively. They
look like She-Ra. They have that super cool theme music.
They have the Lucy Lawless vibe. It's just
they're just cool.
You just got to roll with that. Even if Penelope wasn't hurt, you just got to roll with it.
Well, we have talked a lot about how we are fans of Doom. We've written fucking epic poems about Doom. Obviously the Legion of Doom as well. The Road Warriors, Demolition, the Skyscrapers, just like these ladies kind of fall into that realm. And I think I like tag teams like that just fucking dominate, So
I really, really, really want to see this team, the Divine Dominion. I want to see them versus the Brawling Birds.
Yeah.
That's
the Brawling Birds. Not the Brawling Birds, but the Brawling Birds.
Okay.
The emphasis is a little
emphasis on the wrong syllable. I get
exactly.
it.
But I do because that's gonna be a hard hitting fucking match. Now I'm reading the comments. Sorry.
Yeah, we were Dad Rock maxing. That is true. But hey, we didn't gig it, Chad, so that's good.
I don't even know what that means.
No, well, it's fine.
I am a real life Chad. I'm a Chadalac.
Hey, I didn't do it this time. It wasn't me. You're doing it. You're revealing yourself to the world.
Just my name, not the rest of my name. I'm not doxing myself on here.
Dream matchups for Divine Dominion, the Beverly Brothers of Quebecers, the Bushwhackers.
I'd like to see those women kick all those dudes' asses.
That would
Even
that
as
would
old men,
insane.
I want to see the old Bushwhackers.
Totally. Well, Butch is dead.
Oh, is he? Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, very dead. Like years dead.
Really?
You know what it was? He went to a wrestling convention. He forgot his blood pressure medication.
Oh, Jesus.
And then he just went without it for a couple days and he fucking died.
Because he's a wrestler. So he's like, fuck it. I'm tough. I can do this.
Fuck it. You know, I just thought people from New Zealand were smart. I don't know. That was weird.
That's where hobbits
All
are
right.
from.
So, yeah, basically Divine Dominion just runs a train on Babes of Wrath, unfortunately. Harley gets isolated in the beginning of the match. Willow gets attacked before the match and is just dead on the outside trying to get back in. By the time she gets in the match, she's super beaten up and she gets killed. They do this huge choke slam to her. It's absolutely the right call. Willow can focus on the TBS title. I think maybe Hartley gets pulled into something with the Inspiration.
Yeah. That would be
either
smart.
as a feud or as, reluctant understudy or something.
Mm-hmm. We don't need all of the women's titles wrapped up in one storyline anymore. So I'm glad this is going into some different places.
Totally. Next match was Swerve Strickland versus Brody King. Swerve Strickland's entrance was unfucking believably cool.
I came in at towards the tail end of this match. I came back in.
He did a Candyman theme.
Oh, that's dope.
Cool. It was dope. I gotta say, this stage and these screens were fantastic.
This
is one of my favorite setups they've ever had.
It looked really good, and they did. I mean, more and more over the past, I don't know, year or two, but especially the past year, it just grows exponentially. We've been seeing a lot more video packages. We've been seeing a lot more little vignettes, and like last night there was like a lot of like they would cut to the crowd and like show people, and they would do the whole, hey, look, we're on camera. That was like a new thing, right? Like they don't.
Yeah.
Like they seem like they're changing up their production.
They are. You've seen the clips of WWE on Netflix, just on socials every once in a while, right? Do you notice that they use these cameras that are like, they are extreme perspective?
Oh yeah.
It's like there's a lot of blurriness to the certain parts of the shot.
Yep.
But they're shooting in like 8K, I think. And so it's like, it's so wide and
it's a fan moment.
Yeah. That's what they were doing on the crowd. They were using like those same cameras.
Because it looked completely different than the rest of the show.
Yes. Zerpy agrees. They were like 8K cameras. Yeah, they're just gigantic. The Scare Glow, I love Candyman so much. Hot damn, that was dope.
Of course you do, because you like the coolest He-Man figure that there ever has been, Scare Glow.
Wow.
Whoever you are.
So that's just the entrances. They have a fucking great match. Brutal as fucking hell. Swerve is the Swerve that we know and fucking love, even though we're not supposed to.
Yeah, I like the
Brody
Swerve.
Got to look just brutal as fuck. And basically these guys just beat the living shit out of each other. And it ends. Swerve hits like 4 or 5 house calls before Brody goes down.
Yeah.
So Brody's like Frankensteining his way like through, not going down. And then Swerve finally hits him with like 3 more after he is down and finally pins him. Really, really great shit. He's going to try to do more to him. And I hear a battle cry.
Right.
Over the PA and Kenny Omega runs his ass down to ring.
Cinder block and lays his head on it. Yeah.
Right. Nana gets the cinder block out for Swerve.
So then Kenny comes out, makes the save. They run away.
Yeah.
What was your prediction on this?
I thought Kenny might cost Swerve the match and Brody might win in his hometown.
Okay. Yeah.
Nope.
I wondered I thought Swerve was going to win it, but then I noticed, Nana had the little towel that said embassy and everything, so I'm like, well, that was his old clique, right? The embassy. So I'm like, well, maybe Swerve's gonna lose, and then that's gonna be the reason to like bring back the embassy. But it just ended.
Swerve wins because the embassy
because of the but it just kind of went in like the most basic fashion of just Swerve winning, which is fine. That's good.
Yeah.
You know,
Jangle says, "Hear me out, bro, mega."
Ooh.
Yeah. No, I can see it. I can definitely see
Yeah.
it. Really, really good match. Highly recommend.
Wait, so Bro Mega would be Vince Russo and Kenny Omega then, right?
Oh
bro?
God, hey,
is that bro?
Kenny,
that's what I understand, bro. Kenny,
bro. What you gotta understand?
If you hit him with the one-winged bro, and then bro, I make the pin. But he would say bro like 3 more times than I.
Listen, bro, you gotta talk at a very abnormally slow tempo and really overemphasize the New York accent that most people who actually know you claim you don't really have.
Because it's clearly a fucking fake accent.
It's a fake accent.
That way.
It's a fake accent.
No one talks that way.
You know, honestly, I was happier when we were talking about Dad Rock.
Yeah, I was too. I was just going to mention that I think Reba McEntire also has a fake accent, but I don't know that. And I don't even want to get into Reba McEntire.
That could be true. Reba.
Oh, that was cool. And yes, and Kenny and Brody is a cool team too.
Yeah, well, and Kenny versus Swerve needs to happen at Dynasty in some kind of crazy match because I'm going to be there.
Oh,
and I want to see that match. Tony Khan, listen, you put me through a lot last night, bro. I need you to give me Kenny Swerve at Dynasty, and I need you to give me Okada and Takeshita.
Yeah, you're gonna shit your fucking pants.
Just the world.
Especially after I was supposed to get Okada and Takeshita at World's End and didn't get that.
You were supposed to.
I was supposed to. I fantasy booked it in my head, and therefore it was supposed to happen.
Speaking of a match that I correctly fantasy booked.
Uh-huh.
Tekla.
Yeah.
The AEW Women's World Champion faced Chris Statlander in a best 2 out of 3 match. This is a really good match. These two beat the living shit out of each other. Tekla's entrance was really cool. Tekla also, her antics were hilarious.
Tekla's fucking awesome.
When she was like beaten up and she was could barely breathe, but she started doing a little dance in front of the camera. It's like
the whole time, dude.
What is happening right now?
I love that she calls everybody baby.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Tekla's fucking cool as hell, dude.
I remember Joshi told me to watch a Tekla match in Stardom that had just aired. And it might have been her versus Mina in Stardom. And Mina's sitting on the top rope, but she's like leaned back, and Tekla's like, "You need to sit up for me, baby." Okay. And then she like throws her off the top rope. Like, she's incredible.
I know I've mentioned this, and I mention it every fucking time we talk about Tekla, but I'll mention it again. I had a couple buddies over for All In, and they're not really wrestling guys. And Tekla came out, and everybody just sits up. Everybody pays attention because Tekla's that fucking cool. Tino says, "Don't you dare speak ill of Reba." All I said was that I don't think that her accent is actually real because nobody actually talks that way. I don't know anything else about her. She might be a fine actress, comedian, and songstress.
Yeah,
but
I honestly don't know her music super well, but I respect Reba.
It's country. I don't mean, she's made a career for a really long time. She's doing something right. I don't know.
Tekla, getting back to the real focus of the conversation here. Tekla is fantastic. She's super amusing. Like I said, when she was like dazed and she was like, "Oh, that's right. Look at me." Like,
dude, it's how long has she been around? Not even a year.
Not even a year.
She is.
I mean, not even, you know what? It's not even close to a year.
No.
Like, she appeared after Double or Nothing last year.
There was a point where I think Excalibur said that Tekla's only been pinned twice.
Yep.
So what you're asking tonight is that Statlander not only gives her 3rd defeat, but also her 4th. And it's like, I love that perspective, you know, that just like, yeah, dude, like this lady's tough. You're going to have to beat her. You got to beat her 2 times. It's going to be tough. I am McIntyred of this slander. I don't even know what that means.
Well, Reba McEntire.
Oh,
come on. Jesus Christ.
I was like, Drew McIntyre. What the fuck are you talking about?
That Dad Rock podcast is looking distant to me now.
Blurry Line 7. That the lack of having any comprehension of what he's talking about is more of a Dad Rock thing, if anything else.
Oh, that's true.
That's
true.
Tekla
Blurry Line 7 with the correct point that Tekla pisses excellence and skates along on a 7-foot ego made of diamonds. Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Tekla is charisma personified. And Cow Dog Games says Tekla is a part of the big three right now for AEW in the women's division. It's Timeless Tony Storm, Mercedes Moné, and Tekla.
Absolutely.
Blurry Line, yes, I will get you the invite to the Dad Rock podcast. I guess we're doing that one. Right. Okay. Now, look, Statlander was great in this match, too. These two really did beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Chris Statlander.
They laid this shit in. The unfortunate reality is that, one, the crowd wasn't pro Stat. They were split at best.
No, because Tekla's so fucking cool.
And
I mean, what are they gonna do?
When you have somebody ride into your promotion that literally everybody connects with almost immediately, whether they're a heel or a babyface, you change course.
Mm-hmm.
I think Statlander has come a very long way in this first title reign that she had. I know some people were disappointed in the finish. Some people thought that the third fall was booked kind of lazy because of the interference. Tekla's going to win that way because she's a heel. She never wins legitimately.
She has to cheat because otherwise she just becomes cooler and she want people to boo her, you know?
Yes. That first lariat Stat hit Tekla with, it's like the first move of the match. Good God. Yeah. She nailed her. I mean, they laid it in together. And now they need to move these two away from each other. It's Tekla's onto somebody new. I don't know who that's going to be yet, but getting Stat away from Tekla is definitely the best thing for Stat at this point because Tekla's presence is just way bigger than Stat.
It's too much. Yeah. When Stat was ragdolling her, and she's in the corner and the breaker boards are like on the side and she's just like bam, 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 back and forth. And it's like, gosh, she's so fucking powerful, dude. I mean, it probably helps that Tekla's a teeny weeny little lady. But
yes. She's the 5-foot giant. These two are going to have like 12 more matches over the next few years. Totally, Blurry Line.
I think that's probably true.
And they're perfect for each other. They're the exact inverse of each other. They really are. It's cool. It's very, very cool. Jet Speed and Mystico defeated Mark Protokata to become the new Trios champs. I was wrong about this, but gladly so.
Yes, same here.
So on Collision, just before this, Swerve had a little interaction with Kevin Knight, you know, that basically said, you're not enough of a killer to be on top. Like, that's why you're not winning these matches, these big matches. I thought they were going to lose this match and that Fletcher, Okada, and Davis would win. And this would start Kevin Knight's descent into
because that's how every other wrestling promotion would do it. But in AEW, it means it's probably going to be 3 to 7 years before it actually happens.
Things can roll out a little slow in the dub. Yes, that's true.
It's fine. I'm not dogging it.
People are calling the trio Mysticock.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Which is absolutely amazing.
So yeah, I was surprised. I mean, not surprised that the match was awesome.
Loved that Mystico or that Kevin Knight and Speedball came out with the masks. That was cool. And they kept them on.
The matching, all three dudes wearing matching gear, and they lost the belts with Hangman and they won the belts with Mystico. So does that mean that Mystico is better than Hangman? Yes, it does. No, it was cool. I was like, we've talked about it a lot, that like a trios belt is cool when it changes hands a lot. It's cool when it's a weird belt that weird teams that don't make sense are holding it. So I was overjoyed by this ending.
Yeah. And so when they won, they win with a big UFO splash. There's also one of the greatest moments in professional wrestling history happened in this match. And you need to give me a lot of wide berth to get this one, get this one home. Okay.
Yeah.
So the moment comes that everybody's been waiting for, where Okada and Mystico are just across from each other, and they look at each other and they look at the crowd. Mystico's like, come on, come on. And the crowd gets up. The crowd's just chanting, Mystico, Okada. Like, it's just everything. You feel like you were watching two legends, because you are.
Because you are.
Two legends square up. And Okada looks right. Okada looks left. And then he kicks Mystico in the dick. It's the most Okada shit ever.
Right?
And I love this man with my entire soul. Like, I love everything about him.
It's like when Indiana Jones just shoots that dude, and like there's like this huge big setup, and it's just
anticlimax. Yes. But
I love it.
Kevin Knight hits one of the most beautiful UFO splashes you'll ever see over an incredible distance on Mark Davis and gets the pin. I thought, like I said, I thought these guys were going to lose and Kevin Knight would be pissed. I didn't think he would turn heel necessarily that night, but goddamn. And then immediately after this, as Mystico's music is playing on the Tron, Mystico is all elite.
Right?
Dude, how
and he seemed moved by that.
He was like hitting the mat. He was like
moment. Yeah.
This is so, I cannot express how awesome this is.
It's overdue. It's fantastic. You've got Mystico now. You know?
Yeah, and he's under a dual contract. They didn't take him from CMLL, you know. Right. I think it's a lot easier to do dual contracts with the Mexican promotion than it is with the Japanese because it's hard to split time between the Japanese promotion and the American promotion.
Is he in Major League Wrestling too now? Because
I doubt it.
For like the past year.
Yeah, I doubt it.
They're still working. They're working with CMLL or something.
Yeah. And
Scareglow was trying last night.
Yeah. Hey, look.
There's no shame in that, Scareglow.
Hell no. It's
no, that was the first thing when my son woke up for school this morning.
Moved.
I was like, that was the two things I told him. I'm like, first I told him about the main event, and then I was like, and Mystico signed.
I know.
It's great.
And I had heard that Mystico wanted a dual contract and that he said so publicly.
Yeah.
And I've been wondering, like, why the fuck haven't you signed Mystico? Does he want too much money?
Right.
But like, you can sign him so that AAA doesn't sign him, you know, like, so to see him under contract, now you've got Mascara Dorada, who just had an epic with Andrade on Collision. You have Persephone, who's like, dude, 23 years old, about to just blow everybody's fucking
world.
minds. Yeah. You've got Hechicero and Mystico. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Like, this roster is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So I just love that whole thing. I love that whole thing. Now, please move Fletcher and Okada back to Takeshita and do the big turn.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, that was the only other thing I had in my notes. Just Fletcher whenever the moment comes that they decide to flip the switch, he's ready. He's ready. You know, he's there. I mean, take your time, marinate, take as long as you want, but Fletcher is fucking so ready to move up to the main event, you know?
Yeah.
And that's going to be when Ospreay comes back is the way I'm guessing.
It's so crazy,
you know,
but like, I just like, there is so much to be absolutely excited about. And one of those things, it was the next match. Andrade El Idolo, when his music hit, I forgot that this match was on the card. And this was the match I was most looking forward to. Because you're like 4 hours deep at this point, and you're like, what's left? You know,
right,
I was like, the dogs match is left. I was like, I think there's something else. And then I'm like, oh my God, we're going to get Andrade versus Bandito.
And it was everything you thought it would be. And
Bandito comes out
a little bit
Super
more
Dragon's gear. Bandito comes out in Super Dragon's gear from PWG.
Right. And I don't fill me in because I don't
Super
know
Dragon ran PWG.
Okay.
Bandito got his start, really getting his name out in PWG. And it's just a tribute. Super Dragon, basically, the reason PWG doesn't run anymore, Super Dragon's partner got cancer, and he just was like, I'm ending the promotion.
Oh,
like, I don't have time to run it.
Oh, I didn't know.
So, and PWG is super influential. The Jacksons wrestled there, Jungle Boy.
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar
Omega,
with
Danielson.
I'm familiar with the legacy, but I don't know the details.
So Bandito comes out in Super Dragon's gear.
That's classy.
I actually didn't know that either when I saw it live, and then I read it later, and I was like, oh shit, I have seen that gear before. So super cool tribute to him. Andrade and Bandito start off slow. Bandito's wearing hammer pants, like super baggy pants.
Mm-hmm.
You know they're both going to pull their pants off at some point. And Bandito does not know how to get these fucking pants off.
No.
And Andrade was going to wait for him, and then he's like, you know what, fuck you, and he just runs him over.
And I love that.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was really funny.
It worked really well, too. It's like, you can't do that. That's my thing. I'm the one that takes his pants off.
And from basically that moment to the end of this match, it's the best just pure wrestling match of the whole night. I am such a Bandito mark. I am so ready for this guy to just go to the upper echelon of pro wrestling. Tony Khan told a story about Bandito last night during the scrum that he first approached Bandito before AEW even launched. And Bandito had just re-signed with Ring of Honor. And basically Bandito is known for being just a super loyal guy. Like, you know, once you give him his shot, he's with you, ride or die.
So I bought the fucking company.
yeah, basically. But that Bandito just didn't understand what Tony was pitching to him. You know, that you know, this was going to be a national promotion, you know, blah, 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 blah. And if he had known, he might have signed at the time.
Right.
But he didn't. And so he didn't. And so Tino Ibarra says Andrade was auditioning for Chippendales last night. Yeah.
Andrade needed to be careful because his pants look like they were going to fall off.
And then he has just these like
that's what I mean.
Skimpy little shorts. Holy shit.
Like his little silk underwear.
Yeah. And then Blurry Line says whatever that reverse GTS was, good God, when Bandito puts Andrade up and then spin kicks him reverse from behind.
And when did Andrade start doing that finisher that he did last night? Is that new or is that
was like an avalanche version of his normal finisher?
Okay.
So he does this.
It looked cool.
Hammerlock DDT up and then spins you around, but he did it off the turnbuckles. That was awesome.
Yeah.
But when Bandito did the deadlift 21, unfucking believable.
That's a cool move too.
Unfucking believable. I've never seen that. Andrade had to help a lot. I mean, there's no man on earth that could lift you against your will like that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But like, they were so good together. I can't wait to see more of them together. TK, if you want to run that back at Dynasty, I'm okay.
That was a great when. What was it?
Yeah.
Collision or whenever. I think it was Collision a couple weeks ago, and Bandito's just like, I need a match. Who wants to fight me?
Yep.
And the crowd didn't argue. You know, you don't need to have a big build up for that. Just throw those two in there.
You can't argue. I mean, it's Bandito and Andrade, for Christ's sake. The two best luchadors probably in the world at the very moment. You know, unbelievable. And fuck you, mama, 2 times. Andrade has been super impressive since his comeback. He has. He's been incredible,
big time.
So I just amazing match, and I was bummed that Bandito lost in the moment, but I really didn't mind. It's like
the only thing I don't like about Bandito losing is he's the Ring of Honor champ.
I felt like when it wasn't for the title that he was gonna. That was kind of indicating he might lose.
Yeah.
So
I just feel like if you're you got to either defend it now or something, because
I agree.
You know, just because it's my own specific rules that I have in my head.
Yeah.
So, and I'm right. So there you go.
So there you go. Fuck you. Yeah. I get it.
What's the next match?
Next match.
Dogs.
It was Darby, Roddy, and Orange Cassidy versus the Dogs. They're in Orange Cassidy's entrance. They showed a found poster for Roddy Strong that said,
I like that.
A $15 gift card. Yeah. If you find Roddy, and then Roddy came out and Orange Cassidy gave him a $15 gift card.
That's great.
Because he found himself. And
I like that the way they brought him back last week.
That was good. That was good.
That was cool.
Orange Cassidy, and then Roddy throws the gift card away. This is a really good match.
Yep.
It wasn't a come down match at all. It was just a really, really, really good match. Just really, really, really fantastic. Blair Line says, surely Andrade has an ROH title shot now. I would think so, right?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Mama 2 times says another questionable booking by TK. Are you talking about Bandito and Andrade, or are you talking about the Dogs and
I don't know if it's I mean, it's not questionable to me, but I get it if people.
Yeah, if you didn't like it, I get it. Yeah, totally. But what I had noticed up till this point, and Bleary Len and I were talking about this last night, was that so the dogs versus OC is what you're talking about. So what I would say is that I felt a lot of heels had won to this point. Like,
yeah,
in almost every big match, the heels won.
Yeah.
Like, crazy. I mean, just like AEW just doesn't usually do that.
Right.
And so once you get to this match, the baby faces win, fine. You know, but you're like, this match wasn't like big stakes match. So Hangman must be winning, right? Right?
No, I never thought that he was winning. Maybe a little bit of me thought that was winning.
I was just hopeful that he was winning. Okay.
I don't know.
So
this match was good though. I mean, I don't want to overlook it. I don't have a lot to say about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have an opinion on the dogs. Gabe Kidd is winning me over. I'll say that. I used to not be. I wasn't sure if I like Gabe Kidd or not, but I like Gabe Kidd. I think he's cool. That shit he did in the scrum when he was like, "Fuck New Japan, fuck yo young boys, fuck you, fuck you."
Yeah,
dude.
Totally.
Like, okay, that's it. I'm in. Like, and that
was great.
hits people so hard.
Yeah.
And everything he does looks so unsettlingly real. And
yeah,
that is what I think I didn't like about him at first, but that's what I like about him now. And I like those guys as a team so far. They seem cool. So
yeah.
Gabe Kidd doesn't understand skateboards. No, because he got hit in the back of a fucking head.
So we're about to get to our main event, but I have to pee. So Degree,
yes,
I'm leaving this in your hands. You read some chat with the people.
You know what? I actually do. Oh, I don't know how to put the chat up on the screen though.
That's fine, but you know how to read, right?
Well, here's some other things that I did think. I liked Roddy using Orange Cassidy as a weapon. Oh, wow, you put my whole head on the screen. I liked it when the crowd was chanting, "Please help Darby." That was really great. When he was chained up to the thing. I don't like this big, huge picture of my face. It's weird. The dogs always hit all their specials in a row. It's always fucking cool. And my phone auto-corrected Gabe Kidd to Gabe Kitten, which I thought was kind of funny and charming. Let me see what's in the comments here. This match was good, but you can't introduce a faction at their first pay-per-view and they lose. That is sound logic from Fuck Your Mama 2 times. I can't really disagree with that. Put the hat back on. You got it. Darby being stranded for 7 minutes and then hitting a dive within 5. Yes. It's like as soon as they unhooked that thing, Darby was already like jumping, doing whatever he was doing. That's total Darby. Yeah. Bleary line. Can't put those up on the screen because I don't have the technical know-how to do that. Keep asking me questions and I'll answer them. Ask me anything until Blade comes back. I won't answer necessarily. So what was next? Fine. I'm just going to move into the main event. The main event, Hangman Adam Page versus Maxwell Jacob Friedman, the Devil. A lot of people were upset with this match because they were upset about the stipulation. I wasn't upset with the stipulation. Oh, wait. People are asking me questions. Nope, they didn't say anything. Take the hat off. You got it. I didn't really have a problem with the stipulation because I'm not really worried about the stipulation. I understand maybe you are. Maybe you don't like it from a writing standpoint. You think it's stupid because now they have to work their way out of it because they've kind of booked themselves into a corner. Kind of true. But at the same time, it's wrestling. It's a handshake deal. Here's an idea. What if Hangman wins the Owen Hart tournament and then Martha Hart gives him permission to challenge for the world title again? That could happen. What if Hangman puts on a mask and he comes back like the Masked Rider or Dusty Rhodes, the Midnight Rider, I think he was called? Tonight was the night of the dumb baby faces being dumb baby faces. Well, fuck your mama. Once again, I can't really disagree with anything you're saying. Those things happened. It's wrestling business. What you gonna do? What's up? It's my show now, motherfucker.
Yeah. No,
I already skipped to the finish, and I'm just getting into my philosophies on it.
You did great. You did great.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man didn't make any deals. I don't even know what that means.
Well, remember he showed up as the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. The Hangman did in that match on Rampage like forever ago when they were the Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, he didn't. What does that mean?
Okay, never mind.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, I don't know. All right.
Well, Phantom of the Shivani never made any deals.
Yeah,
I don't
there you
know.
go. There you
If
go.
they're just going to hand wave it away, then why do it in the first place? Because they're not going to hand wave it away. They're going to have an explanation. Maybe, maybe not. Here's something else. Maybe they are going to hand wave it away. Maybe it's going to be really stupid. But that, my friend, is professional fucking wrestling.
Yes, I think
wrestling is nothing if not stupid. Go on.
I think AEW has stayed above the typical pro wrestling conventions so often that we kind of expect it to. And so,
not even just typical conventions. Sometimes wrestling is just bad. Like sometimes wrestling, like when you have, it's a not a casserole, like a buffet or whatever. People always use the buffet comparison, but like you're not gonna like everything on the buffet. Sometimes like I don't put beets on my fucking salad. You know what I mean? Some people love them. Some shit just sucks, and like this could just suck. You know what I mean?
Well,
it might end up.
I think
just. I don't know. I think it's fine though. I think it's going to be cool.
Okay. So one, let's talk about the match. So Hangman comes out. He's, there's a guy playing trumpet, live.
Terry Funk pants.
MJF is in Terry Funk regalia, full Terry Funk tights. He's got what is the
poncho?
He's got the poncho, MJF, but it's in the Burberry pattern.
Yeah. MJF could go if he just wanted to go with long boys. He could do it. He looked cool. I didn't think it was possible, but he looks fine.
Yeah.
What do you got?
And he walks down in the ring. They have look, like whether you like the finish or not.
We're not there yet. We're going to do the match.
Oh, I know. They have.
I'm like itching at it.
They really did have one of the best matches in AEW history.
Oh yeah,
in my opinion. I thought it eclipsed Mox versus Hangman.
Yeah, like it was good.
MJF especially, like that dude put his body through hell in that match.
He's so good at like making the 10 count like just before it calls 10 and doing this like over the top like Looney Tunes like scrambling to get back in, making his fucking all of his expressions are just fantastic. MJF's killer. Go ahead.
There were just so many fantastic spots in this match. There were so many points where I thought Hangman had it. I literally felt kind of sick during this match. Like I was on edge watching this match not because of the barbed wire in his mouth and the way it was pooling in MJF's fucking eyeballs, or where the needle fucking went through Hangman's cheek.
Yeah. We could do a whole podcast about whether or not we ever need to see that again. Holy shit. That's so gross.
I don't have a thing with needles, so I can get through it. Okay. But man, a lot of people didn't like that.
Oh, I bet. It was gross.
That double fall through the electrical equipment was awesome. And MJF just outwitted Hangman. At the end of the day, it seemed to me that Hangman was overconfident and MJF wasn't taking it seriously enough. And then the ending was very smart.
I did not come up with this. And as much as I would love to lay claim to this, Hangman chose to put a dog collar on himself and MJF. And you might say that he hung himself with his own rope.
But yeah.
And I wish I was smart enough to come up with that. Yeah, it was his hubris. It was his he was not hubris, but he was just too much go get him, too much gumption.
I think this had to be a write-off because Hangman got beat clean by the rules of this match. He didn't, nobody came down and beat him up. Nobody came down and distracted him or anything. He just lost. And when MJF clears everybody out of the way and stands on top of Hangman.
Dude, that was fantastic. On top of the stretcher.
When the smoke clears on this and we see how it works out, maybe it's going to be a terrible thing. Okay. Maybe this is, AEW squanders this golden opportunity. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
The more I thought about it, the less I think so. I was worried. And Blurry Line was making this point in the chat, and I just want to give it a shout out. Because I just want you all to know we're all going to talk about how everybody's commenting here. Okay. We're not going to skip over anybody. This is the point of this particular episode, but it's a lot. So, Blurry Line 7, I think it was a really dumb thing to do considering what Hangman means to the fan base, but I'm open to them trying to fix it, but I feel like I have to be won over rather than giving them any benefit of the doubt. I think that's true. It is on AEW to make this work now that you've done it, right? I think Hangman, maybe his wife's having another kid. I don't know, but I think he's going to take some time off. I love Hangman Page. I think keeping the guy most associated with the climb for the title away from the title is kind of crazy. Okay. And when I say that, I mean ballsy / stupid. Like, I'm not sure. Okay. Because I don't know how it's going to play out yet.
Right. Now, it used to be a joke about WWE when they would say, let it play out, because WWE told their fans to let it play out for so long.
And it never, but there was never a story to play out. Like, it's not the case with AEW. It hasn't been the case for 2 solid years. Okay? Right. They did this with Cody, but I would caution people to remember Tony Khan had not yet taken the booking power all for himself yet. Okay. Like, this was a Cody Rhodes thing that he did because he was trying to prove to the dirt sheets he wasn't going to like put himself over.
And it also never got the chance to play out. We don't know where that could have gone down the road.
Cody certainly wasn't willing to go in the directions it could have played out.
No, it didn't seem like it.
And that's too bad. That's too bad.
Yeah.
But I do think that there are a lot of potential possibilities. And I think by having Hangman not be in the thrust of it, you clear the space for a lot of other people.
I think the big thing that got me was when they did that fake scrum, that conference thing that I know that did not, a lot of people didn't like that.
Yeah.
But the whole takeaway from that, to me, 100% of the takeaway was, who is Hangman without the world title? And you hear a lot of things about you can't love someone else until you love yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
And that rings in my head when I hear them saying, who is Hangman without the title? If you love something, set it free. All these cliches and platitudes and whatever. But I don't think that they just willy-nilly threw this stipulation out there for no good reason. I don't think that this is one where they're trying to figure, how are we going to get there? They know the ending, presumably, because it is a big, huge, crazy, bold storyline and a weird direction to go in. And unless you have the ending finished out, it might fall flat. I haven't seen that happen yet.
Zero reason to do this unless you know where you're
going. Unless you know the ending, right?
It's like,
so that's why I have.
What is the wildest, craziest shit we could possibly do? It would be this,
right?
I do have a criticism. Okay, so for a long time, I felt that the people who were upset about Hangman losing the world title were kind of getting a little ahead of themselves, right? Because I thought, you can give it back to him. Max can have a shorter reign. Doesn't need it for 14 months. It's been less than 9 months since Hangman took the title from Moxley. And now he can't ever challenge for it again.
Right.
Like, that feels like if he had lost the title in this match, rather than losing it back into October or November, whenever that was, November. I think this might have gone down a little better.
Might have been a little smoother. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because Max didn't need it till right now anyway. Right. But
yeah, the way they went about it was a little herky jerky, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know why Samoa Joe needed the belt ever.
Because he's Samoa Joe. I mean, here's the thing, and this is a stupid answer, and I know it's a stupid answer, but he needed to get it because they didn't want MJF to pin Hangman. I mean, I know that that's like a non-answer, but like, that is the answer. They were saving that for something else. There's a different plan in place, or maybe there's not, and maybe it is just simply a matter of, hey, you know what? Samoa Joe deserved another run. Fuck it. You know, I don't really know. It's a minor thing to me. Like I do agree with you. It could have been a little smoother, but I don't know. It's where sometimes things aren't smooth, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And no matter how you feel about it, and if you're going to take a break from watching AEW, okay. Like, I mean, I think that's a healthier thing to do than watch it and tell everybody how much you hate it all the time. You know?
Yes, that's not going to help you.
I think this is one of the best matches in AEW history. I will go that far. It was a fantastic match. Both guys killed themselves for this. Okay. Blurry Line made a point in our group chat. We're going to get to your chats here. Keep leaving them for us. We're going to start reading them in just a few minutes here. Made the point of they announced the stipulation and we were all like, please don't do this. Please don't do this. And then for weeks they saw us saying, please don't do this. And they did it. I get why people feel that way. Okay. I felt that way immediately afterwards. I'm like, what are you doing? Right. I was shocked. And maybe I have just created an echo chamber for myself where I have just unfollowed enough people, or I have curated my timeline enough to where I've just created people who feel like me on my timeline. But the reaction was not nearly as broadly negative as I expected. It was actually much worse to Ronda Rousey than it was to Hangman.
Yeah.
Losing. I do think that AEW has enough. Yeah, totally. And I do think AEW has enough roster depth to where they can make you forget about this for a while Hangman's out. I think Hangman's going to, the best thing to do is get him off TV and not bring him back for a while. If I see him on Dynamite on Wednesday, I think that's a mistake. Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a mistake.
Yeah.
I think what you want, keep him off TV. There are so many people. Jay White isn't even back yet. Right. I mean, you've got Jay White, you've got Bandito, you've got Brody, you've got Andrade, you've got Kenny, you've got Swerve. Just and I mean so many, Okada, Takeshita, Fletcher. Well, the list goes on and on and on of people that could be the next world champion. You know what I mean?
And now you don't have to. If you're worried about Hangman getting the belt back, Hangman's the main event, or Hangman's the main character, he's the protagonist, whatever. We've just taken that worry away. It's gone now. Here he is. He's on this complete other path now. I don't know. I think it's interesting. I mean, I think it's fascinating. You know, I think it was cool when Wolverine lost the adamantium. I think it was cool when Superman had the electric powers.
Dude,
weird, but I like that stuff.
I loved when Wolverine lost the adamantium.
Right?
I thought it was awesome. And then I knew they were eventually going to give it back. And that's when I stopped reading.
When they gave it back. Because it was the thing that was never supposed to happen. And how the fuck Wolverine got his adamantium in such a specific process. How are they ever going to get it back on him? How are they ever going to get Hangman in the world title picture? I'll tell you how. Macho Man Randy Savage lost a retirement match at WrestleMania 7, and by WrestleMania 8, he was challenging for the world title. Why?
He won it.
Because a live snake bit him on television, and that's how you do it. All it's going to take is a live snake biting Hangman. Crowd gets behind him. Crowd demands he gets a world title shot.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, okay, I'm excited. I think it's cool. I do understand, like, if you're looking at it from a story perspective and you're just like, I don't know how the fuck they're going to write themselves out of this. I mean, it is confused. Like, yeah, and it was clunky the way they got there, but
it's wrestling. That part I can say it's wrestling.
Like, there was a thing, this is years ago. Do you remember years ago in WWE when CM Punk had to shave his head and he started wearing the mask? And I don't even remember who he was feuding with. But Ray. Who was it? Ray? Right.
I think it was Ray.
Yeah. And didn't he introduce, he was like, and I'm going to shave my head if I lose. And it there was no reason for it. He clearly just wanted to cut his hair. And so sometimes shit's just clumsy and it gets thrown in and it's stupid and it doesn't make any sense and we don't like it. and we do hold wrestling to a higher standard now, and it should be a little bit better storytelling. But this was just a minor little clunky thing. It's fine.
To me, by and large, Tony has really elevated the actual art form of wrestling storytelling.
I think
for the most part. I think Hangman wouldn't just sign off on something that was clumsy and stupid. He's the best storyteller, I think, in wrestling.
Put Kurt Angle's a goddamn genius. Put that up there right now.
What?
Restrictions are the best art. Want to know why so much good fucking music came out of Detroit? Because we don't have any money in Michigan. That's why. I'm a certified genius. Yeah, he's right. I mean, that's why Spider-Man runs out of web shooters. You know what I mean? Like, why Batman doesn't have powers and why he doesn't wear armor, because restrictions make crazy art. So
yeah. So let's read some chats.
Yeah.
Guys, even if we disagree, nobody's trying to dismiss how you feel or anything.
I am. I'm judging you very harshly.
I was in a Discord chat last night with people I really feel close to, and there was some sharp elbows that got thrown. I was like, God damn. Okay.
I don't know. It's just kind of like, whatever. I don't care. It's all fine.
Yeah.
I'm right. You're all wrong. You know that. Okay.
Pippin.
So Big Dads says that I have pitched the snake gimmicks. Where did I pitch the snake gimmick?
Okay. I'm putting Pippin up here. You're just going to hand wave it away. Why do it in the first place? I think you kind of answered that. I don't think they are going to hand wave it away.
I don't think they are.
It's going to require Hangman to kind of overcome something.
Well, and I get it and you don't want it to be a finger poke of doom. You don't want, because that's the fear is if we go through all this and then there is a bad ending, and then,
right.
I agree. I understand that that's shitty, but
that's the risk you're running, right?
That's the risk you run with every story, though, right?
Exactly. Look, WCW had a fucking slam dunk. Sting beats Hogan at Starrcade. That's all that had to happen.
Yep.
It would have been one of the greatest wrestling stories ever told up until that time.
Yep.
And they blew it. They absolutely blew it the day of the event.
The greatest story.
They had it. It was right there. We'd be remembering WCW completely differently if they just stuck the landing. That's all they needed to do.
We would.
And Hogan talked them into blowing it.
Yep.
The day of the show.
Yep. Tino says he said he wouldn't challenge, but could someone call him out?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
champion could challenge him theoretically.
Yeah.
Okay. Tino again. Also, Hangman being out means more room in the main event scene, and AEW will have to build someone or someone's up. Agreed. They've already said, like MJF said, Bandito will be a world champion, right? An AEW world champion.
That's another thing too. Is how did MJF just left at the end of this match? Right? Did he do anything? Because remember at the end of that match,
stood on Hangman's basically.
Oh, that's right.
Body.
That's what he did. Okay, well then forget that, because I remember that he shook Bandito's hand and he was like very respectful.
And then he beat him up because he's like, well, I said you're going to be a future world champion, so I got to kick your ass now.
Right.
Put you out.
MJF's on this different run too. That's the thing, is we always look at Hangman as the main character, but like MJF's kind of the main character too. And this run with the belt is very different than his last one. And he's doing this whole respect thing now where it's like he's wrestling in House of Glory and like all these other different companies, defending the belt, having these like great matches. He's like an old school traveling champion. Last night, did you notice how many times, probably like 7 different times, they were like, oh, MJF, he's one of the best in this business. He is the world champion. He's the pinnacle. He's a piece of shit, but he's the best wrestler we've got. They kept going on about how skilled he is and how talented he is. And like, I know that when I was in the crowd when he won the belt in that 4-way, and that dude got, other than maybe Tony Storm, he got the biggest pop of the night, and he's the bad guy. So there's other things going on. There's other things afoot that I don't think we're fully.
Yeah. I think Will Ospreay is going to be elevated to. I think Will Ospreay is going to beat MJF and take that title at All In. I mean, if I were to guess right now, that's what I would think. And then he feuds with Fletcher next year. Could be. And Fletcher takes it. Yeah, exactly. Pippin, the match itself was a classic. It was.
Yeah,
it was. And when the dust settles on this and we know how we feel about where this went, I remember specifically last year, Swerve versus Moxley main evented Double or Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, it main evented Dynasty. And Swerve had won the title the previous year at Dynasty. And the Bucks interfered and cost Swerve the match. And I remember the uproar. Okay, it was huge. It was really loud.
Mm-hmm.
And we would never have gotten to Y'all In with Hangman winning the title if they had given it to Swerve right then.
Right.
And Swerve was also injured, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he worked through the entire summer being injured so that he could do all.
We're not privy to all the stuff that's going on,
right?
You know.
Fuck you, mama. 2 times. This match was great, but the most questionable of bookings until I thought about Hangman being in the C2 or him taking bookings in CMLL and NJPW. Exactly.
That would be sweet.
There's tons of things he could do. We just don't know what they're willing to do or what they've thought of. That's the thing. And it's also, we are going to find out something on Wednesday, you know, like something. It may not be very much, but we'll see a little bit of something. Blurry Line 7, MJF had to surpass his best previous hardcore match because they won't show it. It was a Punk match. Yep. Absolutely.
Right.
And he did surpass it. He did.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, honestly, MJF
fucking syringe.
MJF and Bryan Danielson had the best Iron Man match I've ever seen. Okay.
Yeah, good.
MJF and Hangman Page right there with Swerve and Hangman Page for best Texas Death match I've ever seen. Right there with Moxley and Hangman for best Texas Death. I mean, this guy is unbelievable.
When Hangman hit him with the skewers.
Oh God.
And is it Excalibur or Shivani's like, oh, he just had his hair did.
It was Shivani.
Like, that's fucking awesome.
That was so funny. The needle spot was next level, and it needs to be the end of that spot. You know who didn't like that spot, and I could tell, was Bryan Danielson. He did not like that spot. He goes, I can't look at this. He goes, there's kids in the audience. Like, he even said, after this match, I think we need to put a moratorium on Texas
He
Death.
said it? Oh.
During the match.
Yeah.
Like,
the needles. Yeah. I don't have a problem with it, but yeah, it could go away. It's a lot. And I imagine
they've dipped into all of, I mean, where else can they go, for Christ?
Yeah.
You know
I don't want to know. That's the thing. I don't want to know. Like, I don't go any farther than the needles.
Yep. The Scare Glow. I've never been so wrong about pay-per-view outcomes, and I love it. Fuck my ego. AEW for life. I'm with you. I'm with you.
With that. Yeah.
The longer that I've had time to get away from it, the more I've been like, I see the possibilities. And I still think whatever's going to happen with Hangman, one of my very favorite wrestlers in the world, whatever's going to happen with him, he would not sign off on this if he didn't know where it was going and think he could do something good with it. And this guy has never disappointed me.
That's why I keep bringing up all those little platitudes, because whether it's whatever his real name is, whether it's Tony Khan, however much conjunction there has been a path for this character since day one. And they, I don't know how far what the original path was, but it seems as though they have been following this path since day one. So yeah, I think they know where this character's going. Yeah. And what he has to go through to get there. So I'm excited no matter what.
Well, and I think Hangman's their big reason business was up this year. So too. I think, and so it's not like they're giving up on Hangman,
No.
Of course,
that stipulation
had to say he's going to WWE, which I think is hilarious. Like, no, he's not. Like, that is
the
not what's
stipulation
happening.
Is proof they're not giving.
No, if anything, right. And the stipulation could have worked for Cody, but he wasn't willing to do what would have been the most interesting thing for him to do, which would have been to turn heel.
To turn heel, which would,
and go back on it,
would have been a great move for him. Yeah.
Skewer Universe. I saw clips of them getting the dog collars out. That's a big fuck you to a certain someone. We can only hope. Blurry Line 7. One change could have been made that is a lot more palatable if MJF had been the one to mandate the never challenge again step. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think they want to show that Hangman is being stupid. Like,
I think they were trying to show Hangman's arrogance. Like, even during that press conference thing, which I didn't think was as bad as a lot of other people did, but like when Hangman was blustery, he was arrogant. He said, "I've mastered Texas Death. You know, I have been in it more than anyone else. You know, it is my signature match. I've only lost once and now twice." And he got way too confident, and MJF goaded him by looking like he wasn't taking it seriously. And then it was like, no, he took it real seriously.
That's MJF's thing with this run, man. He's like, he's proven to you that he's the fucking man, you know?
Because Hangman just doing it to himself makes him look so dumb. I think there is truth to that. Kurt Jangle, this match read, I'm not sure what you mean, but maybe you're giving credit to us for reading this match so brilliantly.
I'm sure that's what he's doing. I can guarantee you, if I know Kurt Jangle, he's complimenting the two of us.
Kurt Jangle, this match was pride versus ego. I think that's very true.
I think that's
fuck you mama 2 times. The blood on the lens is one of those beautiful mistakes that makes a picture a masterpiece. I agree.
Fucking wrestling.
I agree.
Beautiful.
Hangman hitting the camera on the way down and leaving a huge blood stain, and then them sticking to that shot. And MJF standing on top of him on the stretcher with the belt in the air.
That's cool.
Yep. Bleary line. The other thing was something I said last night. I think Hangman going for other singles titles is a bad idea now. Like, I think the TNT title was a Cody Consolation Prize. And I don't want to see Hangman kind of treating other titles as less than the world title.
He doesn't need to go for anything else.
He really doesn't. He's already been the world champion. He's already
and I think he's a man on a personal journey right now. That's what I think the story is not going to be about, which is great because AEW has a lot of belts and they have a lot of stories that revolve around belts. So it's nice to not revolve around a belt, you know, just on a personal thing. So
Tino Ibarra, I also don't like that Hangman Cody'd himself. He's held the belt twice. Cody held it never. I agree with that, but I also think that, you know, I will say that I thought Hangman was going to win because this was like a nod to Codying himself, and that Hangman isn't dumb. The thing is, Hangman is always portrayed as being hella smart. Okay, like he's the babyface who gives as good as he gets. He'll cheat if he has to. He beat MJF the last time by cheating, you know, like.
But he's so obsessed with the title that he's letting the title get in the way of his
common sense. Let his own arrogance about the Texas Death Match beat him. So I don't think he Cody'd himself in that regard. And also, again, if the Codying himself thing wouldn't have even been a thing if Cody Rhodes had a plan for where the fuck he was going to go after he lost that match, you know, and he didn't. Blue Line 7, another maybe hot take. I'd have liked this more if it was Mox, not Hangman. Agreed. Mox is 40. He's held the belt. 4 times. I agree.
But then there wouldn't have been any
there wouldn't have been the same stakes.
What's that?
It wouldn't have been the same stakes.
Sure. Right, because you don't care if Mox isn't gonna win the belt back, so there's no stakes. It doesn't matter. But I get it. Yeah.
Fuck you, Mama 2 times. Fantastic match. Now can we get Hangman in the C2 or G1? Agreed.
Yes.
There's plenty of room for him to do cool shit. Cowdog Games. At the end of the day, this is a great show, and I cannot wait to see where the AEW story goes from here.
I agree with that.
I'm very interested in seeing where it goes from here, and I do think there's definitely some kind of working plan.
I think so.
I would be absolutely astounded if they didn't know how this ends.
Look at last year. I mean, once again, a year ago at this time, we're all Death Riders are terrible. The Death Riders suck so bad. And then at the end of it, we were like, oh my God, it was a fucking masterpiece. It just took a little time to get there. And then we all said, I'll never doubt Tony again. He gets the benefit of the doubt. So
I said for sure. I said, I didn't have the confidence in the Death Rider storyline because I hadn't seen a company-wide angle succeed in AEW before. Like, they just gave up on the EVP thing. They gave up on the Elite, kind of. And I didn't have the faith that they could stick the landing. Then they did. So I'm at least going to give them the benefit of the doubt and get through All In before I go, that was a total fuck up fail.
And again, it might not be who knows? It might be a it might not be a good story, but I do believe there's at least a story in place, you know, whether or not we're going to like it. I don't know, but I think they have something cooking. And so far I've liked everything else they've ever fucking done in this company. So I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Who's the next babyface challenger? Every male top babyface lost last night.
It's true.
Ooh.
That is true. Like I thought either Brody or Bandito would win if MJF was going to stay the champion. But Joe, Blurry Line 7 is 100% right. Every top babyface guy lost last night. I would have done some of those finishes a little different if Hangman was going to lose.
Point.
Like Will's back, but he's dealing with the Death Riders.
And maybe, I mean, and I'm just totally being like devil's advocate, whatever here, but like maybe that is the story. Maybe the story is that there's nobody left and Hangman won't go back on his word because he said, I'll never do it. And they said, you have to beat him. Oh, nobody else can ever beat MJF. We need you. And he's like, I won't do it. And so then you got to bring out a snake and have him fucking get bit by a snake. And then he'll do it. Just like Macho Man.
Yeah. Jangle, this is genuinely, like, I agree so much. I remember an interview with Jack White a long time ago when he was still in the White Stripes. And he said, basically, they allow themselves to pick out a few instruments for a recording. And they cap it at like 5 or 6 instruments on the song. And then they make themselves do the best work they can within those limitations. That's how they are able to create so much art, but also to create their best art was the limitations they placed on it. And restrictions create the best art. I agree with that. Blurry Line, I agree with you too. People are only upset because they care about Hangman so much. Yeah. Yep. And Tony Khan is not stupid. He knew this would be a divisive thing.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, that's what you want from wrestling, right? At the end of the day is you want to be pissed off. You want to care, you know?
I saw quite a few people, no one in particular, just quite a few, couching their criticisms in, you know, storytelling 101. And it's like, you're mad because you really like Hangman and he lost and it broke your heart and you're devastated. And you don't want to say that. It's okay that it broke your heart. It is, because it broke my heart too.
I think we should
love
say those things. That's the mark out part of this show. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's the thing is that's true. You're absolutely right. It's like, yeah, we're just pissed because we're so fucking invested in it.
Yeah, we love Hangman. We love Hangman. Like they had to get Hangman's story perfect for people to care this much about him. Yeah. Yeah. And I still think this is just a piece of Hangman's story. I don't think this is the end of Hangman's story.
I mean, that's
they have to know that.
Yeah. I mean, that's good music from Detroit. I didn't say all the music from Detroit was good.
Especially right now that Kiss has all of a sudden become pro-Trump because they got the Kennedy Center shit. Like, what the fuck, you guys? I already hated Gene Simmons, but now I just... No.
It's fucking Kiss is good, but terrible. Kiss is we should do a podcast about Kiss sometime.
We should.
I know a lot of the fucking Venn diagram between Kiss fans and pro wrestling fans is like a very close circle.
And you know who represents them both? Bully Ray. Literally when he talks about
said fans,
when he represents when he's making an analogy about the music and he uses the music industry, it's always a Kiss reference. And it's like, okay, this
is all about making money.
That hasn't been relevant in so long. They haven't made a new album in 25 years. Like, anyway.
And that those don't count.
At the end of the day, it's pro wrestling and it's what brought us together. So feel how you feel, and that's all right. Totally agree. Yeah. Totally agree.
Absolutely. And don't listen to me.
Fuck you, mama, 2 times. Detroit gave us Eminem and Jay Dilla, 2 of the best hip hop creators of all time. That's true. Lots of good music.
Michigan also gave us Bob Seger. God damn it. Bob Seger's from Ann Arbor, but whatever.
Kurt Jankel, listen to the 8-bit legend of Zelda music and then what an orchestra does with that simple premise. Start with restrictions and create something huge and majestic. Agreed.
I was telling you the other day that I was watching this Great Muda compilation. Okay.
It's Muda in 89 in WCW.
2 matches in, Jim Ross or Tony Schiavone is like, you know, this Great Muda, he's so amazing. He's so great. I have a feeling he might be a contender for that TV title that Sting just won. because Sting had apparently just won the TV title.
Yep.
And sure as shit, Great Muta beat him for that belt. Okay, fast forward. Now that's 89. I wasn't watching WCW at the time, but fast forward to like 91 or whatever, when I was watching WCW, and Sting won the world title from Lex Luger. And there's a Pro Wrestling Illustrated article that says Sting is the world champ, but Vader's right around the corner. He's going to lose. In both of these instances with this guy, they're booking him to lose before he's even won. And like, I can't help but see a comparison to Hangman. Like, he's at his best when his back is against the wall. He's at his best when he's at his worst. And like, I don't know. That's all. Yeah. I just see history repeating itself. There's real stuff to get mad at, and I can't allow a wrestling show to ruin my day unless they're really super fucking bad and they're teaming up with a fascist government.
That's
when you can let it ruin your day.
That's the real stuff you can't get mad at. Yeah.
Well, Tino says kisses from New York City. Degree. No, but isn't Ace Frehley from Detroit? Oh no, they just had the song Detroit Rock City.
No, they were. I mean, they were from.
No, they just love Detroit because Detroit.
They love Detroit Rock City because Detroit was one of the first towns that really blew up for them when they were.
And Tino, you're right. I should know better, but when we're talking about Kiss, I just don't fucking care.
Blurry Line 7, my counterpoint to saying that no Hangman would free up the main event scene. All the baby faces lost last night. Like, only heels have legit claims to being number one contender. Looks like Andrade. Yeah, it does look like Andrade.
But maybe that's what they're going to do with MJF. Maybe he is going to be not quite a bad guy all the time.
Yeah. That's why I called last night was the night of dumb baby faces. Fuck you mama 2 times. The Scare Glow, the Attitude Era and NWO era were completely a mess all the time, embarrassingly so. I have faith in AEW to let this play out. I am sicko. I am sicko. I like that.
Roar.
Very, very like Batman. I am Batman. Darby is going to take the belt off of MJF, isn't he?
I'd be so happy with that.
Yeah. Fuck you, Mama 2 times says it's not going to be Ospreay. Maybe not.
Aren't they going to be in London? We always think Ospreay's going to win it when they're in London. I always think that.
They're always in London once a year.
Yeah.
The way the skewers flew out of MJF like rings exploding from Sonic. Very true. Very true. When Hangman like just pounds him into his head, it's so gross.
I'll take a million syringes over those fucking skewers. Oh, it's so gross.
Darby beats MJF doing a roll-up is how it happens and all in.
Right.
Maybe.
Right.
That could be true. Because they've been teasing that like Darby's been pinned with a roll headlock.
Was it the armbar or whatever he always says? I'm gonna beat you with
it's a headlock takeover.
Yeah.
It's happened twice to Darby from MJF. So Darby's definitely owed him comeuppance for that for a long time.
One of his title reigns will end that way.
WWE would kill to have Hangman. They would make him a super face. They've always wanted a babyface cowboy. They wouldn't know what to do with him. No. And they certainly wouldn't let him be himself or be out. There's no fucking way. And plus the dude's under contract still. Like, so they signed for 4 years, probably like 3 years ago. And Hangman's had 2 children in that time. So, one child and who knows, maybe more. He's got some time to work off from being off. So Tony's been pretty cool to Hanger. I don't think he's ever going to WWE.
I'm just imagining what he would do in WWE. I'm just thinking about Barry Windham as the Widowmaker.
Oh God. Oh God. Barry was in such great shape too. The
Widowmaker's a fucking cool name.
It was a cool name. Barry looked cool. Like, damn. Anyway.
So Blurry Line, I will say doing the Dad Rock Barry Windham podcast. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, you read it. You wanted to read it.
Blurry Line 7, I will say a final piece on it. I don't get mad about hearing about WWE booking because I have zero faith or enjoyment from it. Like, I hold AEW to the highest standard because they put out a higher standard. True. And that's the thing. Like, I don't compare AEW's booking to WWE's booking because that's like comparing Picasso to or
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, exactly. to a Vin Diesel band that he started or something. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
And that's true. Like, I remember watching a documentary on Bill Hicks one time, and they talked about how much he just went in on the South and just all in his stand-up and stuff, and just dogged the South so bad. And they're like, well, yeah, because he was from the South. He knew what was so wonderful about it, and he loved it. And that's why he was twice as hard on it.
Yeah.
To your point, yeah.
Well, and that's
like it's
Bleary Line saying that's why I think it's on them to show me something amazing.
It
is.
No, that's true. It's like, because I do hold them to a higher standard. And even though I sit here and I hand wave and I'm like, oh, it's just wrestling, but it's like, it's been this good. Keep being this good. Yeah.
Well,
don't,
Tony,
I
think Tony Tony wants it that way. I think he would want you to expect that from him.
Yeah.
So he's thrived under the pressure for a year and a half.
And
it's keep the pressure on.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was also like your fourth last thing, Bleary Line.
Skewered Universe. It does make sense that Hangman makes decisions before thinking. He didn't think before burning down Swerve's house. Oh,
that was foolish.
It's true.
It didn't help anybody.
Fuck you, mama, 2 times. Cody. Oh, you're talking about Raheem. Hangman wins the IWGP heavyweight belt and then challenges the AEW champ belt for belt match.
See, that's awesome.
There's a lot of ways to go here. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't. Yes, that's fantasy booking. I'm going to get behind.
You mean wrestling? You mean wrestling? Not sure.
Depends. I might have been talking about wrestling, or I might have been talking about wrestling.
Fuck you, mama, 2 times. I am heartbroken. Hanger lost, but I'm optimistic they'll find a way back. I am too. Tino Ibarra, you mean wrestling made people feel something?
Yeah.
The thing about wrestling that's not. Do you remember how you felt at the end of Infinity War?
Yes.
And the movie where you're like, and we're not going to know shit for a year.
Oh, wait. You mean the first one?
Yeah. What was
that? Yeah.
Endgame was the last.
And Endgame was a lot. Yeah, okay. I thought you were talking about Endgame. I was having a really rough time with all that Captain America stuff. My wife was just like, "Are you going to be okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine." I love Captain America. It was really bad. It was embarrassing crying. But yes, so the end of the other one. Well, and that's the thing. I'm sitting here and I'm like, you guys are such fucking marks. You need to, you need to just let the storyline play out, and it's a story, and you need to have media literacy. But it's like, at the end of the day, I'm just sobbing over old man Captain America giving his shield to Sam. So who the fuck am I to judge somebody who gets emotional about pro wrestling? You know what I mean? Like, that's a shitty thing for me to say. Infinity War was better than Endgame, but
they were both good, though. I mean,
so how we felt at the end when we were waiting, and you said I have to wait a whole year.
Yeah, well, we just have to wait till Wednesday to see where things are starting to go. So it could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse.
Yeah, it's not like you watch Spider-Man die.
Right. Yet.
The
Scare Glow.
No, if Arachnaman comes back in one of those battle royals, though, I would be totally down for that.
Dude, all right. Hell yeah. If you want pro wrestling and music, listen to Eat the Turnbuckle. You won't forget all about Kiss. I'll have to check them out. Scare Glow, thank you. Screw it. Tony versus MJF and Tony Storm reigns supreme. Fuck yeah, Tino Ibarra. Fuck you, Mama, 2 times. I don't think he'll ever go to WWE, but he's definitely someone they would pay top dollar to get. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Because it would hurt AEW badly.
And
getting him and
knowing Logan Paul.
Oh God. Or tag team with him. Getting him and knowing how to use him is 2 totally different things. 100%.
It could be influencer shit.
And finally, Infinity War versus Endgame. Influencer shit. Crypto criminal shit.
Dude, that's so horrible. Oh, that's a whole other podcast. Sorry.
All right, y'all. Well, we owe you a Dad Rock podcast. Bleary Line, you'll get the invitation. Kurt Jangle, you'll get an invitation. We'll do some Dad Rock someday soon. Degree, you got anything else?
I don't think so. I don't think I even have anything in my notes. No. It was awesome. It was a fucking good show. I really liked it.
My final thought is it was dark. It was a dark show, mostly won by heels, not AEW's usual go-to, but that's kind of nice to have something refreshing and different.
Empire's got to strike back before the Jedi can return.
Yeah. So we'll see where it goes from here, but I think I think we're building towards something really interesting for All In, whatever it is. Make sure you subscribe to us here on YouTube. Make sure you join us this Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. And I put 3 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern on the poster today. Oops. I made it at 1 o'clock in the morning last night. Make sure you subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on YouTube, wherever you listen to the show. We love you all. Thank you so much. Professor Degree and I are starting a new podcast called Pro Wrestling Forever that will be with you real soon, sooner than you may think. So hang in for that. Thanks for sharing. Awesome. Thanks for joining us for 2.5 hours.
Thanks for having me on. This was my, what did you say? My 3rd or 4th guest spot?
Yeah, 3rd or 4th. Yeah.
All I ever wanted to do was just be a guest star on this show. And now we have our own show.
Yes, we do.
Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars, because you might be able to achieve these levels of success.
That's not something to aspire to. Till next time,
I
Play Daily.
Yeah, I'm Professor Degree.
Pro Wrestling Forever.